Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 82 of the Level Best podcast. I'm Sherman Cool. This guy over here is the Dirty Tooth, and we've got a fun show planned out for you guys tonight. The show is all about us, me, Dirty Tooth, and our love of video games, and whatever else we want to talk about, whatever else comes to mind in the moment, because we do this show live twice a month, every other Saturday night, right here, live, Twitch and YouTube. If you're not here, you're not living, right, Tooth?
Right. They're not living.
Come on, back me up on this, man.
Sorry,
I'm trying
sorry,
to.
man. Sorry. Yeah. You're not living if you haven't been here.
Come on.
Yeah. Look at look at the tweet that I put out for the episode.
Come on, man. We tweeted.
It
And
said,
like 5 seconds ago, I added everybody in the Discord.
yeah. The tweet literally
like-
said, ah.
No, it didn't. Did it? I didn't see it. Wait, I didn't even look at the tweet.
Dang.
Am I a terrible host?
You're not living.
I guess I'm dead.
You're dead.
Well, hot dog, Tooth. How you been, man?
Good. I've been pretty hot dog too.
Well, hot dog, hot diggity dog.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Oh, we can't.
So it's crazy that you know that song from a different show because you have a child. And
yeah.
I know that song from its original show, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, because I'm an uncle and I saw it with my nieces and secretly might have liked it and watched it a little bit myself because I became an uncle at 10 years old. So,
I literally have never seen an episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. This is like some separate Mickey Mouse show, which I guess they all have the hot dog song. Or I'm guessing now, or assuming now that they all have the hot dog song.
it's like a staple ever since Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, I guess. But what's weird is looking back at Mickey Mouse Clubhouse today, it feels like have you seen an episode of Jimmy Neutron recently or like any clips or anything?
No, not recently.
Did you used to watch it back in the day though, Jimmy Neutron?
Yeah.
And it was sick. The animation was dope. But if you go back today and look at Jimmy Neutron, the animation is god awful. It was great for the time.
Yeah.
But it's crazy going back to watch it. And I feel the same way about Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. It's very bad.
I'm not sure that it was ever good. Jimmy Neutron was good. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, I don't know. But yeah, it is weird that you know these songs. It's funny, my parents, like, because they have my sister's kids. Now they know all the words to Miss Rachel songs. And I don't know if you know Miss Rachel, but she's like some preschool teacher that's like mega famous on YouTube for helping kids like read and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Huh.
But my dad will literally sit there and sing the songs, and I'll like go over there and he's singing the songs and there's literally no kids. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh no.
Like,
what
you're
happened to you,
obsessed.
Dad?
You're obsessed.
That's funny though.
It is funny.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny how that stuff just like rubs off on you through osmosis.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
You just
weird.
absorb it.
I don't want to.
Yeah. Well, you know what I want to do is get into a little bit of housekeeping at the start of the episode here. Like telling all the wonderful viewers at home to subscribe to the YouTube channel because we like number go up and we want number go up because number go up make us feel good.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Just trying to put it simply so people understand it, quickly and easily.
And the more people that come and watch the show, the more money we could potentially make from things, and we could buy batteries for our clock so that we know what time it is.
So we're not as late as we have been recently.
Yes.
Okay. Not drugs. We shouldn't buy drugs.
No.
That's bad.
Not with other people's money. Or wait, no.
Right.
No, the rules are buy drugs with other people's money always.
Never your own.
Never your own. We'll buy the batteries with our money. We'll buy the drugs with your money.
Right. But then you don't get high on your own supply. So you buy the drugs, but then you don't use the drugs because then that becomes your supply. So then, like, when can you use when they're other people's drugs? So we don't use your money to buy
Oh,
drugs. We use your money to steal other people's drugs. I don't know. I don't
that's
know.
too
We'll figure it out
complicated.
though.
Doing
Yeah, we'll
drugs
have
is
to workshop
complicated.
this.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Ugh.
subscribe to the YouTube channel. Because we post a lot of fun shorts. We have multiple video series, including Player Pass, which we record live at the end of this stream here. And you can see the fully edited version of Player Pass on our YouTube channel, the most recent edition of which we checked out the game Pools and talked about that for like way longer than I thought we would. It was like an hour long.
Yeah. It took a long time to get to pass.
Yeah, which in hindsight, I'm still on the fence about that one. I don't know. That's a
Yeah.
conversation for another time, perhaps. But it's a very loose pass for Pools for me.
Yeah, I think it was overall kind of loose. If you like swimming, you'll definitely like pools.
I just can't deny my experience in the moment while playing Pools.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy myself, but in hindsight, it was cool. So I don't know. Anyway, if you want more discussion like that, check out Player Pass and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, join the Discord to suggest topics and things we can do during the show, fun little games to play, or just like newsy topics that, maybe you want to hear our take on, or just like talk to us in between episodes and, be our friends.
Yeah. Our friends.
Yeah. See, I've got Tooth as a friend. I got Zombie as a friend. But they're like between me and you guys, they're bad friends. Straight up. Nothing? You guys just agree with me? You're not even going to defend yourself?
This is you're by yourself, man. You're doing
Hey,
the show alone.
I stand by it.
You're on stage all by yourself.
Also, check out the Patreon. Even though we have a lot of work to do to update that thing, I haven't uploaded. Look, I'll be honest. I'm a piece of crap, dude. I haven't uploaded my shit on the Patreon in a while.
Dude, you're such a piece of crap.
I'm such a piece of do.
Yeah. Ugh.
You know what? Don't check out the Patreon right now. We need to fix it.
Subscribe to the Patreon next month.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, there'll be something new on Patreon next month. Subscribe to it then.
Yeah, by then we'll get our due together.
Yeah.
And it'll be good to go. So, but for now, join the Discord, sub to the YouTube, because come on,
That's
you don't have enough subscriptions. Surely your list isn't already way too long of all the YouTube channels you're subscribed to.
I mean, is there a limit? There's no limit, right?
There's no limit. There might be like a mental limit.
Yeah, but like you don't even have to watch it. You just have to subscribe to it. Watch it sometimes, just so we stay in the algorithm. But
yeah, but not too much because you don't want to like rot your brain out.
Yeah, we don't want to be an inconvenience, but
I kind of do.
Oh.
Actually, I changed my mind. Watch it a lot. Rot your brain. Let me inconvenience you.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'm the villain of this podcast now.
You are kind of villainous tonight.
And there's no hero.
No, there's not going to be a hero tonight, unfortunately.
Actually, by the way things are looking, no, probably not. But I am looking forward to giving Tooth a hard time about the lack of games he's played. But we'll get into that.
Okay.
But we'll get into that. Because first, I think our resident third head of the Level Best podcast, Rep Zombie, has something fun that he's prepared for us tonight. And I think it was, Tooth, was it your idea and Zombie put it together? Or how did this come together?
It was an offhand comment that I made in a message to Zombie and said, "This is what I think."
The captain called. I answered. That would be.
It could be full mutiny It might not even be my idea. I don't know. We'll find
this
out.
is the roast of SMC and Tooth, isn't it?
Totally.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys
man.
are in for a treat.
That'll be rough.
Oh boy.
No, this is actually level best game trivia. If we have that up on the screen now, it's a game trivia just surrounding general topics in, you know, the game sphere. 8 questions, and they're all multiple choice. No, I mean, you guys can just, you know, you can tally your own point system. You know, you guys can count, I'm sure of it. So,
Are we like going against each other?
yes, you are going up against each other.
All right.
And
all right.
you know, may the man with the best game knowledge win. I'm gonna just say that.
You're going down.
Do we? Whoa.
That was I meant you, Tooth, not
Oh.
the viewers.
Oh, okay. No, you're going down. Do we?
All right.
Do we just yell out our answer?
Yeah. So you're going to keep it in your head.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can just say A, B, C, or D whenever you want, I suppose, and then we'll see what the right answer is at the end, and see if you're brain dead or if you're really super intelligent galaxy brain man.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Mhm.
I know
Are you
Drew
guys
is
ready?
brain dead, so this will just prove that. Ready?
I guess we'll just have to see.
What year did the first PlayStation release in the United States? A, 1998, B, 2001, C, 1995, or D, 1989?
I have my answer.
I have my answer.
All right.
You first.
A, 1998.
I'm gonna say C. It's probably wrong though. Oh no. No, it's probably A. I think you're right.
You said C.
No. Oh no.
A big one.
Zombie, which one should I say?
No, you
You should
already
say whatever your heart tells you.
You
to
said
say.
C. You said C.
Yeah, my heart says C, so I'm gonna. My heart. Yeah, final
All
answer.
right. Well, for you, SMC,
Wait, for real?
1995.
Let's go! Suck it,
Ah.
Tooth.
I already fact checked these beforehand, so don't go, you know,
Oh, I'm ready
skedaddling on
now.
Google or
Oh.
anything.
I'm
Fun
Googling
fact:
it.
it actually came out in Japan in 1994. The year
Okay.
before. So
In the U.S. though.
See, that's
in
what
the
I was.
US, it released in 1995.
That's why I was confused because 8 is just 4 plus 4, and I was thinking Japan. It's a whole thing. Yeah.
Sure. No. Yeah. Multiple of 4. I think. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What game did Mario first appear in? A. Super Mario Land. B. Mario Brothers. C. Super Mario Kart. Or D. Donkey Kong.
Is this a trick question?
No.
I think it's. I feel like it depends on what you consider a trick question.
Because it's.
But I have my answer.
There was no malicious intent in the making of this quiz.
Now, what my question is in this game, was he called Mario yet, or was he still called Jumpman?
I could not tell you.
Ah,
All right, I have my answer then.
me too.
All
D.
right,
D. Donkey Kong.
you got it.
Yeah.
I think he might have been Jumpman in Donkey
was-
Kong.
I think
I don't know though.
he was Jumpman in
he
Donkey
was.
Kong in the arcade
think so?
version. Yeah.
We need fact checkers in the comments. Let us know. Let us know if what's the correct thing
What I
to
do
believe.
know, at the beginning of this whole Donkey Kong thing, he was actually supposed to be a carpenter, not a plumber.
Oh.
Huh.
Yeah. He was originally supposed to be a carpenter. And then, you know what? Let him take care of some sewage.
How often do carpenters go down pipes? Like that's plumbers go down pipes. Plumbers be piping.
I wonder if it was originally supposed to be ladders like Donkey Kong.
Oh, and carpenters go up and down ladders a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of ladders in video games, at least these days. And
And ladders are kind of lame.
yeah, going in and out of pipes, that's still pretty unique to Mario.
Yeah.
Unless I guess pools, you kind of go into pipes.
Oh, that's true.
All right. Next one.
What movie is Among Us based on? It's actually based on a movie. If you've watched some of these movies, you might know the answer based on the context.
I think I know the answer.
Okay.
I'm between two. I'm between two right now.
Well, give me one that you're gonna say. I'll just say that one.
Okay, and then I'll say the other one.
But just give me the one that you think is right.
See, I think two of them are right.
Yeah, but which one is more right? I have my answer.
That's kind of hard to say. I think I have my answer though. I think I'm gonna. Ooh, these are good multiple choice zombie because I. Okay, I have my answer.
My answer.
My answer is B.
C.
Those were the two. Those were the two. Okay.
Okay.
Drum roll. The Thing.
This is bullshit.
Sucky. Yes.
Everybody knows
All
you're
right.
brain dead.
Have you seen
No,
The
I
Thing, Tooth?
No, I don't think so.
I forget. I watched a YouTube video not too long ago that was talking about The Thing. But I don't remember what the video was or about or anything. But I remember it being about the way the thing like transforms someone into something else. I forget. But
Yeah.
that's what gave me the gut instinct to go The Thing. But C was my other one because Alien, because like the alien,
They're in space.
you know, it pops out the stomach. They're in space.
I don't know. I've never seen that movie. Maybe it's like obvious if you've seen it before.
Maybe.
What was the price of the original Xbox console? This is at launch.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's tough because I never bought an original Xbox when it came out. I probably bought it years later because my parents got their tax return money and I begged and begged and had been begging all year and they finally had the money and they bought it for me. And along with Halo 2. So it was like well after. I think Halo 2. Was that the original X? No. I think it was.
It was.
Yeah?
Halo
Okay,
2
so it was.
OG Xbox.
Yeah. Whoa. So anyway, I bought it way later.
I got it for Christmas. I was a child. I didn't have my own money.
Well, my parents bought it, but that's cool.
Yeah.
For Christmas, like soon after release, or
Yeah.
dang, that's badass.
I didn't want my birthday's in December also, and I said I didn't want anything for my birthday and anything else for Christmas.
So you only wanted the Xbox,
I only wanted the Xbox.
and you got it.
I got it and Halo.
Nice. Do you have your answer?
I have my answer.
He's
think
totally
I do too.
Googling stuff. I see his eyes wandering to
No,
his third monitor.
I'm not Googling.
He already Googled. It's over. He already did it.
Well, now I can't get it right because if I get it right, everybody's gonna say, "Oh, he was Googling."
Well,
Now
you
I gotta
shouldn't
have my
been
hands
longer
in.
now.
Now I have to have my hands in view.
All right, viewers, you're gonna have to zoom in, enhance on an image of glasses, and see if you can see the reflection of the Google screen in his glasses.
And it doesn't
But I have
count.
my answer.
It doesn't count that I'm using Chrome. I have other stuff open in Chrome. B.
All right, what's the right answer?
B.
Oh, is that what Google told you?
No, Google told me C, but I'm saying B, so it doesn't look like I was Googling.
Okay, well that's awkward because I was gonna go C.
Oh, because you Googled.
Is that your answer?
That is my answer. I'm gonna stick with it. Google would never steer me wrong.
It is C.
I knew it, man. I knew it. Thank you, Google.
Damn. How am I supposed to win if he Googles all the answers?
You're supposed to know ball.
didn't. See, I don't wear glasses, so YouTube viewers can't zoom in, enhance, and see
I
how
know.
much I'm cheating at all this. I haven't gotten a single one wrong. I'll keep my hands like this. You got to keep your hands up too, Tooth.
Okay.
And we prove to the people.
All right,
All
fine.
right, next question.
Even though I don't believe anybody would believe that you've been cheating because you've been.
I've got 'em
so
all wrong.
bad.
I'm the worst cheater ever.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
what was the best-selling game of all time from the PlayStation 2? A lot of goated PS2 games out there.
Ooh, that's tough.
Was it A, GTA San Andreas, B, Resident Evil 4, C, Silent Hill 2, or D, Okami?
That's tough. You never bet against GTA. That's what's going on in my mind.
Yeah.
I feel like Silent Hill 2 is like a little too niche almost. I know Okami was good. But you never bet against GTA, right?
Yeah, for some reason in my head I want to be like Silent Hill 2. It was just like a hit that year, but GTA is always a hit, right?
Right. That's what I'm thinking. And then Resident Evil 4, it was out on multiple platforms. Like, well, I guess so is GTA. That's so tough. And the best-selling game of all time on the PS2 is one of these four.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there are so many
Other games
that it could be,
Yeah.
even outside of these four.
All right,
I'm gonna lock in A personally.
I'm gonna go C.
It was A, GTA San Andreas.
You don't
Never bet against GTA.
I know. I even said that. I agree. Can I have that
we
one?
can have the same answer.
Can I have that? I can have that one, right?
I'll give it to you.
Okay, cool.
Okay, but real quick, did you have a PS2?
No, I did not.
Zombie, did you ever have a PS2?
I didn't own one personally, but I did play on the PS2 a lot.
So if you look at the image on the screen with the PS2, the little tiny little PS2 logo on the front on the disk drive,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure for the PS2 and the PS2 Slim, you could rotate that because you could have like the PS2 standing on end or have it on its side like that. And so you could rotate it to be upright in either position. And I always had the little PS2 logo in the wrong position. Whether if I had it upright, I would turn it to the side, or if I had it on its side landscape mode, I'd turn it on its side. So it was never right. Just to have a little like swag,
just to
on
be
the PS2.
edgy.
You're so edgy.
Yeah, edgy.
Yeah. I feel like that's got to be relatable for some people. I can't be the only one that did that.
All right, next question.
Next one. Let's go.
What name was Minecraft originally known as? Craft in Mine, Blockcraft, Cave Game, or Steve's Adventure?
Tooth knows this. He's addicted to Minecraft.
You've played so much more Minecraft.
Maybe recently, but Lifetime? I don't know, man.
Yeah, probably Lifetime. I don't know.
I think I have my answer though, but I don't know. I don't have any logic behind it.
I have my answer.
You go first.
B.
Mine's C.
That's a good guess. I don't know.
It was C. It was Cave Game.
I think the only logic I have for that answer was
Caves.
the inflection, the way that you said it, Zombie. It felt like when you said it, you were trying to be like Cave Game, and I was like, there's a little twang on that. I feel like he's trying to hide something. Otherwise, I have no idea why I said it.
Imagine our chief editor sending all the answers to Sherman Cool in Discord chat.
Just to fuck with Dirty Tooth. I think that's funny. We should do that next time, Zombie.
All right. Which Xbox game has the most achievements? The most achievements in a game that you could unlock playing that game. Was it A, Gears of War 3, B, Halo the Master Chief Collection, C, Rare Replay, or D, Killer Instinct?
See, there was the way he said the game again. But was it a trick?
Was there?
I didn't even notice that time.
Oh.
Oh no. I have some thoughts about this one, and I don't want to like. I'm not trying to skew any answers here, but I know Halo Master Chief Collection has like several games within
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Therefore, it has the collection of all of the achievements for each game, all within the same game.
Yeah.
So it
Have you
makes
played
sense.
Rare Replay?
But that's what I was gonna say next. Is that's also like a collection of a bunch of different games, probably all with their own achievements, right? So I don't, but I haven't actually played Rare Replay. I
No.
just know what it is. So there might be like a ton of games in there that. So I don't know. That's where my brain is right now between B and C. But
I will say, just for context, real quick, Halo Master Chief Collection has it has 6 Halo games in it. Off the top of my head, Rare Replay has like Conquer. It has Banjo Kazooie. It has it has
So
a lot of them.
So did they retroactively give those games achievements too? Because I'm thinking those are old ass games. They didn't have achievements back in the day like that. So that's tough. But then also Gears of War 3 has some crazy achievements
Yeah.
and really difficult to get achievements, but I don't know if it has a lot of them. What are you thinking, Tooth? Give me a peek inside the mind.
I've never played
Dirty
Rare
Tooth.
Replay, but I'm kind of thinking the same thing. Like the old games, like that doesn't count if you retroactively added achievements. That's not the same as having
I just don't believe they would.
achievements, right?
I don't believe they would put all the work in to do that.
Yeah.
3 of these top 4, or 3 of these 4 are in the top 5 for the amount of achievements.
This is probably the hardest one so far because I don't believe. I feel like Halo Master Chief Collection is too obvious. You know?
Yeah, that's what it feels like, trickery. Like it's gonna be Killer Instinct or something.
Yeah, and I don't even. And Killer Instinct's like a fighting game, right? With dinosaurs or something.
Something like that.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I think it has a dinosaur in it. I forget. I'm
going
all
to
right.
be locking it in.
All right, since you're going B, I'm gonna go A.
It was B.
Yes. Yes, I got one.
I fell for the
Let's
trick
go.
reversal, the trick answer reversal. To think they're gonna think it's a trick question, but it's not. Yeah. You
Halo
got me.
MCC has 700
Oh
achievements.
my god.
How many? Do you know how many Gears of War 3 has?
It wasn't on the top 10.
What about Killer Instinct then?
Killer Instinct was, I think, number 2. I think it had around 400-ish. So yeah, it's a lot more than you're probably expecting.
That's
300
silly.
400 range.
Huh. Dang.
Yeah. Rare
Okay.
Replay was number 3 or 4.
I got friggin' that's totally swerved on that one.
Yeah.
All right, we got any more?
Wild.
Yeah, we have one more. The last one. What was Spyro originally named? Was it A, Ripto, B, Pete, C, Felix, or D, Pyro?
I mean, he breathes fire.
I just feel like Zombie was really careful not to add any inflection or the exact same inflection to to each answer.
I go Ripto, Pete, Felix, Pyro.
Yeah. I didn't detect anything from that one. He was really he's on it.
No.
I think I have my answer.
I have my answer.
I think your logic is sound with that the line of thinking you were going for, so I think you should do that one.
Do that one? Okay, you go first.
Okay, I'm going C, Felix.
I'm going D.
Dude, you're going Pyro?
Pyro.
You're going D.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
No.
It was Pete.
It's Pete.
Shut
Pete.
up. Pete?
Yes, it is.
Why?
Yes, it is.
Pete.
Why? Why Pete?
So they didn't do Pete anymore. I don't know why they thought to do Pete in the first place. This is from Insomniac themselves, I'm pretty sure. There was what I saw, there was some copyright infringement issues with naming a dragon Pete because of the series Pete's Dragon. It was like a TV show or a video game or something like that. So they wanted to be careful, and they went away from the really stupid human name and picked the most badass name that they could.
But Pete was the guy, not the dragon. It was Pete's dragon. So what would be the problem? I mean, the problem is that you named a dragon Pete. That's the bigger problem. They fired that dev, and then they went with Spyro.
There's nothing wrong with the name Pete, but for a dragon, it just feels a little wimpy.
Yeah, not that somebody named Pete is wimpy.
No,
but just a dragon
named Pete.
Yeah,
I feel like he'd sound like, "Hi, I'm Pete, Pete the dragon." Rawr.
Yeah,
that's my impression of what Pete the dragon would sound like.
I think that's pretty accurate.
Felix is a great.
That's a good name. That's a good name.
Felix the dragon. That kind of goes.
Pyro. That's a good name.
Making this list, I heard you guys playing or recordings of you guys playing the Player Pass game. Someone was named Felix that you were going up against or something like that. Some player, and I just put in Felix at that time because I thought it sounded cool for a dragon. That's why it's on the list.
It's true. Nice.
Fun.
It's a good name for a dragon, honestly.
Yeah.
He looks like a Felix.
And then where did Ripto come from? Isn't Ripto like a different character within Spyro or something?
Yes, it is one of the antagonists, I believe. It might be a villain, maybe. Might be the second game.
Like Ripto's Revenge or something, or
I think so.
Something like that.
Yeah. Help
us out in the comments, people. Like, I'm just like constantly trying to farm engagement in the comments. But for real, I'm actually curious to the answers of these questions, and I'm actually, believe it or not Googling things during the episode because that would be unprofessional.
No, I'm not either.
What you got there, Tooth? Oh,
Spyro
for the Switch.
Yeah, it's the Reignited trilogy. I was trying to read on the back if it said Ripto's Adventure, but I can't read the little print.
It's still in the plastic.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet.
The Switch 2 is about to come. Oh yeah, you're not getting the Switch 2.
No.
Okay. Well, real quick, Zombie, bravo.
Yeah, good job. I win.
You got me on a couple of those.
That's clear that I won that. So
yeah,
nice, good game.
I'll try harder next time.
Yeah, good effort. Good effort.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zombie. Those questions were hard.
Zombie. Well, some of them.
You're fired.
You're fired.
You're fired.
Oh. So, well, real quick before we get into what we've been playing, what we've been doing, what we've been up to.
Mm-hmm.
Are you waiting on getting a Switch 2? Are you never gonna get one? What's your plan for that? I realize now we ever since the Switch 2 pre-orders, we never talked about it. And that was such a shit show.
Nintendo sucks, man.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
Did you try pre-ordering one?
It's not worth the money. It's not about the fact that the pre-order was hard to do and couldn't get one, and that's hard to. Nintendo sucks. I'm not giving them any of my money. Greedy company.
Mm-hmm. I can't deny that. You're 100% correct. And against my better judgment, I tried to get a Switch 2 pre-order and failed miserably. I was stuck in checkout on the Target website.
Mm-hmm.
I was stuck. It said it was like there, and then it wasn't. And then I got an email saying, it didn't work actually, and so we removed your from your cart or something. I forget, but it didn't work. But my wonderful wife was actually able to secure 3 pre-orders herself alone, just her.
That's crazy.
She's a beast.
It only worked for her. No one else.
Yeah, the only 3 of any of the pre-orders that anybody got, like she's alone. But the truth is, 2 for us, and then 1 for anybody else that might want one.
Me.
But that's the thing. We're not like giving it away. We're gonna get our money back for
Selling
pre-order
it.
for paying for it.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna sell it for like an exorbitant amount. It's gonna be for what it's worth, for what maybe plus the shipping. I don't know. But so like I don't know. We might have like one person who is actually interested in it, but we've been asking around. Like I asked you, Tooth,
You did.
and you
yeah.
you ended up like, no, thank you, but no, because it's like expensive.
Yeah.
It is expensive as hell. But this is a recurring theme. We've been asking around, and nobody's down. Nobody wants it, and I thought it would be like a hot commodity. And then I was like, well, Zubat, worst case scenario, you sell it on eBay and make like 3 times what you bought it for.
Yeah.
And so that's not a bad fallback, you know.
That's a good fallback, honestly. And I will
Kind of a
say,
shit thing to do, but like,
yeah, but
we don't need 3.
I mean, Nintendo's already selling it for more than it needs to be anyway, so why not try to profit off of their profit?
True.
The truth of it is, I want to get a new computer. And so my thought process is like, I could buy the Switch 2, you know, secure the pre-order that Zubat secured for myself, and then I could have the Switch 2 and a lesser computer, or I could not get the Switch 2 and buy a nicer computer.
Yeah.
But I am afraid of just like a sudden just like drop off for the Switch, and that it becomes like really obsolete really fast, and which is like not an abnormal thing for them to do. And so it's like I am worried about that, and so I might end up getting a Switch 2.
Just so you have like the rare failed Nintendo console.
It won't fail.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. What do you mean the quick drop off deal?
Like I feel like I have the Switch, the original Switch, and I just feel like it'll just become obsolete, and I'll want the Switch 2.
The original. Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Yeah,
Like I'll want the Switch 2. And
for
so
sure.
I don't know. I've been contemplating it and being like, I thought about messaging you the other day and like, hey, did anybody want that Switch 2 pre-order?
Yeah.
I'm still honestly thinking about it, but I haven't made up my mind one way or the other.
Well, let me know. I don't think we have a single solid like 100%, but pretty close. So I don't know. I think either way you're making a good choice because I think it's important to update your computer every now and then.
Yeah.
In fact, my computer's told me recently, like, hey, by the way, like coming October, you're gonna need to switch to Windows 11. However, your computer, like, it won't work on your computer, so sucks. And so I like looked into it, and there's like something in recovery mode that I have to like turn on or something.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it would work. So, but I thought it was funny. It's like, yeah, switch to Windows 11, even though your computer actually can't run it. So, change it. And after looking into it, I think it can actually run it. I just got to
Yeah.
jump through a couple hoops.
Yeah, you have to update your BIOS.
Yeah.
And
It was some like TSP TMS thing that I gotta switch from off to on or something.
It's pretty much in the BIOS, and you just click the on button or off button on it. It's kind of really weird how simple it is and how it doesn't work for some reason. I will say I updated my BIOS so that my computer was Windows 11 ready, and it started working a lot better. Just saying.
What?
Like I
Huh.
started having less like drop off on my USB ports and like all these different things that I was having problems with. It kind of helped out a little bit.
Is that like a regular thing people do? Like update their PCs?
Yeah. Yeah, you should update your stuff every now and then. Same thing
Huh.
with upgrading. You should update. But
Fair enough.
but
Well,
but yeah. I want the Switch too,
what?
but I don't want to buy it. Don't want to pay for it, but I want it.
I feel like you could wait. I feel like you could wait a little bit, but then I also know that you love your Nintendo games here
Yeah.
and there. So, also you got a little one,
Yeah.
and so you got to have the newest Nintendo thing for the little one.
But really the way that the Nintendo Switch works, you kind of need like I need one for me, I need one for my wife, I need one for the little one.
They'll come out with like a Nintendo Switch 2 Lite, and you can get her that one.
Yeah, I feel like they have to, right?
Surely.
But how will you won't have the mice?
It'll be on the bottom of the Switch itself, so you'll like set it down and
And have to move around.
something like that. Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Nintendo, if you're listening, steal that idea. I know you will.
But you know what ideas I might steal, Tooth?
What?
Is whatever the heck you've been up to, because it's been a couple weeks since we last met, and
Yeah?
I'm curious about all the fun things you've been doing with your gosh darn life. Tell me about
Yeah.
it.
So I got a new roof put on my house. People came to
Oh.
my house and put a roof on it. Like new
Okay.
shingles and plywood, and the roof that was on this house was the original roof that was on it when it was built. So just
Dang.
for a little bit of context, the house was built in 1925.
They don't build them like they used to, man.
No,
That roof lasted a long time.
it lasted a long time. It was
100
leaking.
years.
It was leaking ish. So, all right, it's been a good episode, everybody.
I think this officially marks the second time you've been called out for saying roof instead of roof.
What am I supposed to
On
do
the show.
here? What am I supposed to do?
Just change the way you speak from like,
Change the
how
way
you
that
were
I say it?
raised.
Anyway,
Adopt a whole new dialect.
Yeah.
Now.
God,
Simple.
the thing that's on top of your house that keeps rain from falling in it,
Yeah, what's it called?
new one. Got a new one.
New what?
The outside ceiling.
oh, okay.
Yeah, duh. So that's cool. That's new. Yeah, good stuff. They put it on in one day.
Did you pay for it, or like did your family pay for it, or something, or like how?
It
'Cause
is.
I know they can be like 10 grand for a new roof.
They are
right?
super expensive. It has been financed, and it
Oh,
will
good.
become. I'm gonna buy this house officially in a couple months, and so it'll be a part of that package of house that you buy.
Did you get solar?
Solar on the roof.
Yeah, solar panels.
Damn it, I said it. No, I didn't.
Ah, see, I didn't even notice. I think it's a fine word. Say rough.
Rough.
There
That's
we go.
that's different than roof.
Oh,
It's a different dog noise.
rough roof, roof. They're all dog noises.
Yes. So I don't know why I catch shit for my dog noise.
I don't know. I guess maybe zombie. Maybe we should reevaluate our our judgmental ways. Maybe he's the one that's right and we're the wrong ones.
No chance.
Well, like to a terrorist, like they're not the terrorist. The other people are the terrorists. But then to us, the terrorists are the terrorists. You know what I mean? So it's all a matter of perspective.
My perspective's always right though.
That's something a terrorist would say.
Yeah.
That's
Knew
also
it.
something a non-terrorist would say.
Nah, I'd never say that.
I didn't say it.
How do we know you're not a terrorist?
Oh boy. Okay.
Moving on.
This is taking a turn for the worst.
No, this is great. No, this is great. What else? So you got
Okay,
a roof,
okay.
rough.
Yeah, I got the rough roof put on. That was cool. I also went to the dermatologist and got a skin check. Everybody should go to the dermatologist once a year, I found out, and get a skin check. It's because the sun gets on you. Sun bad for skin if you don't wear sunscreen, and nobody wears sunscreen.
Luckily, the sun never gets on me.
That's untrue. That's untrue. You have sun on you right now. I see it.
No, my skin completely untouched by the sun, unkissed by the sun's rays. Especially not when I wear sunglasses all day, every day outside.
Yeah,
in the sun.
especially that part of your face right there that looks like a sunburn. That's just not a sunburn. That's not true.
Nah, I'm just. It's called rosacea.
Oh, okay. Rosacea. Well, you can get.
Rosacea.
Okay. Okay, buddy.
Continue, please. Sorry.
Anyway, I went there. She saw something suspect, but not like alarming, and she was like, I want to get rid of that." And I was like, "Cool. Yeah, whatever you need to do." And I didn't know what that meant really. But what it meant is that she dug this like part of my body out of my back, and like it's a big hole. Like it's like this big, like a quarter
Dang.
size, and it's like somebody took like a melon baller. You know what a melon
Yeah,
baller is? Yeah, it's like somebody took that and just scooped, or like an ice cream scoop out of my back. It's gross.
That's interesting.
Super gross.
Well, and did it hurt, or you were all numbed up, or what?
No, they numbed it.
Oh, good.
So I'm really, after I looked at it, I'm very surprised that it didn't hurt. It kind of hurts now.
Did you get to keep the little
No, they send it off.
melon balls of skin?
No, they send it off somewhere.
And have you gotten the results, or are you waiting on those?
No, I get them next week.
Well, fingers crossed that everything's okay.
That it's just skin. Yeah, I think it'll be
Yeah.
fine. It was really weird. I'm actually now thinking I paid for somebody to take that off of me, but they took my skin. That seems like I should have gotten paid.
Yeah, but like they're gonna pay you to test it. I guess like in the long run, it's research for them in a way, right?
Yeah,
So,
it should
like,
be, at least it should be a wash. Like nobody gets paid.
I'm just thinking, what if you take the little melon ball or a piece of skin and throw it in the deep fryer and see what it tastes like?
It did take a turn for the worse. It did.
I'm
This
sorry.
episode's over. This episode's
can't-
over. It's dead.
I just can't not turn into something weird. I just feel like.
It's just,
Aren't you curious though?
what I taste like? No.
I just always thought. I've always wondered. Not you specifically, but just like. It's like a.
Like human?
Pork rinds, you know.
Like what humans taste like?
Just like like pig skin. You fry it up and it's like pork rinds.
Pork rind, yeah.
What about human rinds?
I mean, anything deep fried is likely to taste pretty similar.
Really good. Yeah.
But you don't want to do it like eat a piece of yourself. That's weird.
Yeah, I guess that's like doubly weird than just eating like someone else.
Yeah, which is illegal. So that's a crime. It's
That's
weird
only
to
if
eat.
the cops find out.
That's true. So don't tell them. Don't tell them that you did that.
Nobody would rat me out, man.
No, I'm not going to. You're going to peel my skin off and throw in the
Right,
deep
zombie?
fryer.
You're not gonna rat me out, right?
No
He's-
comment.
He's literally ratting you out right now. I can see him typing to the police.
Bro, I need.
That's crazy.
All right.
Anyway,
Well,
I
might not
did
be here
that.
next episode.
I did that. I went to the dermatologist. You should go
Well,
too.
good.
And I should probably go to the brain doctor because I played Rocket League and just like cold from not playing Rocket League, played Rocket League, did 4 placement matches in ones, and I scored 2 goals. Not in the same
And-
match.
Okay, and you won?
No, I lost all 4 placement matches.
Oh no.
I did this thing where like when I was playing Rocket League a lot and Zombie was teaching me how to play Rocket League, I was learning patience. And so I would like stop, wait for the ball, like see where it's going to go, like evaluate where it's going to land, be patient so I don't like overcommit to things.
Mhm.
All out the window, gone. I was like zooming around, like hitting the ball, like I didn't own goal. I didn't do that, but I did offer it to them in a very good position for them to just shoot it right into the goal. So, don't play Rocket League competitive if you don't play Rocket League a lot.
That's fair.
I mean, nothing bad's gonna happen since I lost those 4 placement matches, but because I likely won't play again until the season's over,
Right.
so nothing bad happens.
I think the Rocket League police will come kick down your door and take you to jail because you weren't good at Rocket League.
If I go to jail for being bad at Rocket League and I'm in the same jail as you for eating humans,
Mhm.
that's wild. But
I think that's fair.
I wouldn't put it past the justice system, honestly.
Sometimes I feel like my solo queue teammates should go to jail.
That's
Right,
that's,
Zombie?
That's true.
That's totally valid, actually.
Yeah.
That's a valid point, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Anyway, Rocket League kind of sucks. Rocket League sucks. I played BattleBit Remastered. Remember that game?
yeah,
Honestly, still good. Still fun.
it's that game's like if Minecraft and Battlefield boned and had a little baby.
And
Um,
but they were living in the world of MS Paint.
sure.
Yeah.
That game's pretty good.
I think it's still good. I think like and the player base is still pretty decent, I would say. Like for
Yeah, it's just hard to be good at those games. Those big war, big team,
yeah,
or big map, war style games.
it's
I find it's really difficult to be good at them.
I wasn't really trying to be good. I was trying to like be a nuisance. Like I was trying to like hurry up and get a helicopter and like crash it into a group of people or like I don't know. That's like one of those games where you don't have to feel like you need to be good. Like I play like Call of Duty, I like feel like I should be better at this game than I am, or like Overwatch or Marvel Rivals. But BattleBit Remastered, I know I'm not going to be good at that, so I don't need to be.
Maybe it's because there's so many people that you just it's what you do isn't as consequential as what you would do in Overwatch or something.
Yeah, that's true. There's just
Makes
a lot
sense.
of people. Like I'm not going to lose
Yeah.
the game for my team. So, but I think that game holds up. It's still really fun. And then I played a game called Midnight Snack. Have you heard of it?
Huh? No.
So Midnight Snack is a game that is free on Steam, and it's like a short horror game. And you control your character via a microwave. So the screen is the microwave screen, and there's 2 dials. One is the time dial, and the other one is the other dial. But I don't know what the other dial is
Power
comparing
or
to.
something?
Yeah, I guess, but in this case it's the look. So one dial allows you to like turn a certain direction, and then the time dial you spin, and that's how far you walk.
Huh.
And so you have to like move and then turn, move and then turn, and you're just walking. and it seems like the idea is that you're walking to get a snack from the fridge, but you're having a bad dream, and you get to this point in the game where something is chasing you, and it is frightening because you have to walk, turn, walk, turn, and all meanwhile, like, you hear something behind you and you can't move any faster because you actually have to stop to turn which direction you're
Yeah.
going. And if you accidentally run into something, you're still walking because it runs out the time until you're done. So you're like walking into something until it's over. And
Does it feel like you get a hang of the mechanic
Yeah.
after a bit, or
yeah, when the game's over, because it's short. It's kind of a short
Huh.
game, and you're like, oh, now I would be better at it if I played it again. But it was fun. It was really short,
sounds kind of cute?
really short
Yeah.
game. You finish it in like, I don't know, like 30 minutes probably. But it's like a really interesting concept for a game, and kind of scary.
Sounds cool.
Scarier than I thought it was going to be. Scarier than pools. If that.
Ideal for anyone who thinks microwaves should be the next gaming controller.
Yeah, I think it shouldn't be. So I disagree with that. But I think it's a good game. Interesting game.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's free. Play it.
It's on my wish list now. Well, actually, I added it to my library because yeah, it's free.
Yeah, just add it to your library when it's free. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Played a couple games, including the one that we'll be talking about later.
That's right.
But what about you? You play a bunch of games, like for 5 seconds, and then play a new game, 5 seconds, and then a new game.
Yeah, I feel like that only applies to maybe one of these games on my list.
Okay.
But first, I want to talk about a mobile game that I've been into. That's right.
Oh, Raid Shadow Legends, the sponsor of
No.
tonight's episode.
No, I wish. I wish. But no. I don't even know. I wonder if they pay well.
I'm sure.
But no, and this isn't an ad, but it's just a mobile game that I'm not a mobile game player. I hardly play any mobile games unless it's like an emulator on my phone, you know?
Okay.
But on a whim, I downloaded this game called Pendulum Sweeper. Pendulum Sweeper.
Okay.
Pendulum Sweeper is it's hard to explain, but it's also really easy to explain. You're a little dude, and your sister got sick. And she's sick with some disease that a specific herb will cure. So you climb up this mountain to the very peak of the mountain to get the herb. But then once you're at the top of the mountain, a bunch of monsters and things come and get you. So you have to sweep your pendulum down the mountain to knock everything off the mountain and take them out before they get to you. So then you like get the herb and you bring it back, I guess, and your sister is a little bit better every time you come back. I don't know. It's a dumb story, but the actual game is surprisingly fun. So it's like a roguelike in a way.
Okay.
It's like Vampire Survivors, but without the movement. You don't move your character.
You're just staying still.
Yeah, it's like if Vampire Survivors was you couldn't move. It's like just like an idle game almost.
Okay.
But as you kill things, they drop experience points. Then you tap the experience little pieces to get the experience. You level up, and then you can pick a new power up, like an extra weight added to the pendulum, or like a fist that'll punch things that get closer, and then or like a big rock that you can chuck down the mountain, and then you can level up again, and then you're like, oh, so now when the rock goes down the mountain, it'll light things on fire for 4 seconds.
Oh,
Or
lava rock.
or the pendulum will get stronger as it goes faster. And so the little guys up there just swinging the pendulum, but then it's like very physics based. So the pendulum kind of just like goes crazy as it swings back and forth. And so sometimes it gains a lot of speed. All that's just to say, I don't know why, but I just keep playing this game.
It seems like you would have gotten up the mountain a lot faster had you not carried the pendulum up there, and you could have saved your sister faster.
You'd never get down. You'd never get down. There's too many monsters.
Yeah,
You
but
have to use the pendulum to get back down.
but
Kill
from
all
the
the monsters.
but from the looks of it, looking at those, images, it looks like the monsters are only going up one side of the mountain, so you could go down the other side of the mountain.
Yeah, no, doesn't make sense. You're
Hmm.
wrong. Sorry.
That's okay. I don't
You
know.
got
I've
the
not
game's
played it.
called Pendulum Sweeper.
Yeah.
So like you have to sweep the pendulum. So like it's not go up the mountain, go down the other side game.
I don't think it needs a story. I think is really what I'm getting around to. I don't think that's
That's a
relevant.
fact.
I don't think that's relevant.
Well, look, I'll show you. I've made it far enough to where my sister, she's like 73% better, and my guy's like training.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see. I don't know.
I can.
Yeah, you can see.
He's doing
training.
like push-ups with one arm.
Yeah, one-handed push-up, and then my sister's in the back there in the bed. She's pink, and she's like 73% feeling better.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Are you out of gems?
And I haven't used any of the gems. No, I have like 6,000 or something, and a bunch of
Oh.
coins. But I don't use any of
Nice.
those really.
Oh, but you don't have any diamonds.
No diamonds because I haven't spent money.
You
So,
could buy diamonds.
yeah, I'm not spending money on this thing.
For $19.99, you could get bonus 500 diamonds.
I'm sure you could, but I'm not doing it. That's the thing. I do check back into that game like a few times a day just to re-up my training, because you can train for like 1 hour, 3 hours, or 6 hours,
Yeah.
and then you like level up your little guy. It's really dumb. Pendulum Sweeper. It's so dumb, but I like it. I don't know why.
So this is so funny, but I saw a commercial the other day, and it was LeBron James, and he was like reading a book, and it was like this whole thing, but secretly he was hollowing out the book to put his phone in to play this game. It's something like Clash something, but not Clash of Clans. I don't know, some mobile game name.
Okay.
And Chelsea, my wife, she was like, I think your mom would like that game. And so I'm going to download it to show her the next time we're there. She starts playing said game, and I've like walked in the room, and she's just like playing that game.
Like slack jaw.
She was waiting
You're
in
like,
the
Mom.
car for me earlier, and I was like getting a drink or something, and I walked out of the car, literally in the driver's seat, like playing that game, waiting on me.
She's in church reading her Bible, but it's a hollowed out book and the phone's in the Bible, and
Yeah.
she's playing that game.
So weird.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she's a mobile gamer.
Dang. It's an epidemic, I swear.
It is.
I have a
yes.
rant about a mobile game real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Raid Shadow Legends, the sponsor of tonight's episode.
About a week ago, I downloaded this app, this mobile game on my phone called Epic Plane Evolution. I don't have a good video for it to play in the background or anything like that. It's basically, you build this plane. You launch it from a slingshot from a launch place, whatever, the launching runway, whatever. And at first you start off with just a little wooden plane, no wings.
Mhm.
And you can control the plane to make it like go up and down. It's like physics based. You have to swoop down to get a good, catch, whatever, to go further. Really cool game. You upgrade your plane to get more wings. You can go further. You can get more levels, more, better planes.
Learn to fly.
Yeah, basically. But in like 3D, and you can control the plane.
Okay.
Really, really fun, really addicting. Problem is, they limit how long you can play the game. It's operated off of like plane tickets, and every time you launch your plane, it takes away a ticket, and it gives you like 20. And then after that, if you run out, can't play the game anymore, you have to wait 15 minutes to get another plane ticket. Or you could just buy more plane tickets, for like $25. What is,
For
so
$19.99, you could get 5 bonus plane tickets.
yeah, you could play a minute longer. The fact that that's an actual thing that they decided, yeah, let's put into the game is abhorrent.
That's
It
mobile
is
gaming for you, dude.
ridiculous. That's the one thing I can't get over with some of these mobile games. Is just, why limit how long I could play your awesome video game when I could just give you more playtime?
Right.
Do
I
you
can
know
watch your ads more or whatever.
Do you know what game is like that wasn't like that? And I recently re-downloaded it because I was like, oh, this would be cool to just like, AFK play. It was Angry Birds. Remember Angry Birds?
Yeah.
Now you can't just play levels endlessly. Like it's like all the rest of the games, like Candy Crush, Clash Royale, Angry Birds, that game with the plane. You can like play, and then you get to a certain point where you've beat X amount of levels, and so you either had to buy gems, plane tickets, candies, diamonds, whatever. Like it's always something. For $19.99, you get a bonus if you paid $29.99. That's so crazy that you think of these games that weren't and now they are. That's annoying.
Lame.
It is lame.
Yeah. Well, I think that as far as the monetization goes, I haven't had to think about it much for Pendulum Sweeper. Doesn't seem super necessary. There's one roadblock I hit where I was just really struggling to beat the level. So I just continued to do my training grind for a day, came back to it the following day, and I ended up beating it. And so I think the grind is, and there's a lot of opportunity to just watch an ad and get some benefits from that, which honestly I haven't really done that at all either. And anytime it wants to show me an ad, I just close the game and open it back up. So I don't know. It's I like it despite not having bought anything, and there's a few ads. It's not holding me back from playing it, so I like it.
So
Pendulum Sweeper, check it out.
Moral of the story: patience.
Pendulum Sweeper, sponsor of this podcast. I'll just keep singing your praises. Why not?
Yeah, do it.
I also played a little bit of Halo Infinite Zombie.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, because
Is
we
it?
there's a new season that came out with some new content,
Okay.
a new gun, and the firefight mode,
Yeah,
fire team,
firefight mode.
firefight, yeah. And I don't know. I thought the firefight mode was cool, and then Zombie was like, "Yeah, these were just made in Forge." And once he told me that, it's like it broke the glass, the window in the back of my mind, and I was like, "Oh, I saw the seams in the environment. I saw like that it wasn't super high quality, like truly. Still had a good time though, but yeah,
Yeah.
Bummer.
I mean, if you don't look at it that way, like if I didn't mention it, you probably wouldn't have realized. You probably wouldn't have thought about it. It's
Straight
still a
up,
pretty
no.
cool thing. Usually, Halo firefights just you load into a map and it's like zombies mode, kind of, sort of like a horde mode. This one, it's like a scripted campaign. You can complete objectives and then go through the facility. So it's less like a normal
Ooh.
firefight map and more about an interactive story that they kind of put into a firefight mode. So, it's pretty cool. Ties into the story and everything too,
Yeah, I liked it. And the new gun, the mutilator, right?
Mhm.
It's alright. I don't love it.
You don't love it? If it was
Nah.
a
Like a
hot
slug
dog,
shotgun.
if it was a hot dog needler, that would be cool.
Isn't that a thing? Isn't that a meme? Some video?
It is, yeah. It's funny.
That's awesome. They should do that. That
I
should be a
would.
thing.
I would.
Anyway, I had a good time with Halo Infinite, but it was like a one and done. Played for a good session, few hours, and then just like never again.
That's the way
maybe next season. We'll
that's
see.
the way that it works. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like Repo. Went back and played some Repo with our good friend It's Alan, friend of the show. He invited me to a modded like a session of Repo where you got to like customize your guy with a whole bunch of cool accessories, and they had new maps that you could go to, like Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria or something.
Yeah.
And Minecraft. There's a Minecraft level that looked really cool. And there was the Majora's Mask moon as one of the enemies and stuff like that. And that was just a good time. We had a couple drinks, had some laughs with Alan and some of his buddies, and it was a good time.
The mod
Repo.
list seemed crazy. I was gonna join, but then I was caught up with something, and then I didn't. Once I got on, you guys were getting off, and so
Yeah,
didn't
Alan
work out.
mentioned that you said that you were going to try to join at the beginning, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then like halfway through, I was like, "Wait, where's Tooth?" And then Alan, a couple drinks in, he's like, "Yeah, where's Tooth?"
I got
And
I got a
so-
message that was like, "Where are you? Let's go."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was waiting on Chelsea to get home, and
Hmm.
she hadn't gotten home yet. And then when she did, I was like, okay, like I'll go in there and see, but you guys were getting off, so
Yeah. That's okay. Maybe next time.
next time. The mod list seemed really cool though.
The mods were cool. At one point, Alan had an onyx like surrounding him, and it was really large and obtrusive, obstructive. It got in the way,
Oh yeah.
and it was annoying, and he turned it off. But it was kind of cool though, because he
Yeah.
had a bunch of Pokemon all around him. He had a Pokemon hat on. It was pretty cool.
He's a modder, man. He does cool mods.
And mods are fun. Maybe
Yeah.
I feel like I should get more into mods myself.
Yeah. You could. You'd be funner.
Well, maybe there are mods for the game Valorant, because I booted into Valorant last night, and holy hell, man, I suck at that game.
There should be mods for that game. Like the mod that I think I would like to add to it is that when you open it, your computer shuts down.
Yeah,
That would be a good
it just
mod.
it's like the mod you can make for your fridge, like a padlock. You just put it on there, and
Yeah,
then you chuck the key out in the ocean,
exactly.
so that you don't eat food or something.
Mhm.
I want that padlock, but for Valorant, because that game, man, it's hard. People are good at that game.
But it's so fun.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
s-
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I had a good time.
Yeah, I'm
with
saying
a
that
couple
like
buddies.
I'm saying that with like a flat kind of tone, so it doesn't sound like it's fun, but it is fun. I like playing it every time that I play it, even when I think it's just because I'll try to do something absolutely absurd. I play Jet, and so like I'll fly up in the air thinking that I'm just gonna like mow down like 4 people on the team, and what really happens is
works.
I jump up and immediately get domed. Like
Yeah,
that's it. That's what happens every time.
I think it's funny to play unrated, and because I'm just getting back into the game after like 6 months or a year of not playing it, and then I'm getting flamed by my teammate for going 0-8 or something halfway through the game.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Do something," and I'm just like, "Dude, I don't care about. I'm I'm trying. I'll be honest. I'm trying to get a kill. It's not working out for me, but I'm not all bent out of shape about it. Like you are, and unrated. Get a freaking job, man. Go get a job, pay a bill. That's what I say."
You should have been like, I literally am doing something. I'm dying. Help me out, dude.
I think like the very next round, I actually got a kill,
Nice.
and I put in the text chat, "Guys, I got one." And
flamed even harder.
It's just fun. Just troll the people that take it serious. That's my policy.
That's what I do.
Also, I've been playing Doom: The Dark Ages. It's my last one. Doom: The Dark Ages, dude.
Yeah,
It's sick.
it looks awesome.
It's pretty sick.
I watched Zombie play it
Yeah.
secretly.
Zombie, yeah, that's right. Did you get all the way through it?
No, I got to chapter 5 in my first
That's right.
stream, and then I stopped there. So pretty fun,
Nice.
really good. I didn't expect that chapter to be so insane, but
Yeah.
it's
Did
Doom.
you play through the previous like Doom 2016, Doom Eternal also?
I played through some of 2016. I played through some of Eternal. Don't remember if I finished them though.
There are little things about those games that they didn't bring into Doom Dark Ages. Like, I know it's supposed to be a prequel to those games. So maybe like the badass animations, the custom animations for each enemy for like the finishing blow, like maybe that just wasn't invented yet or something in that time frame because I miss those animations. But instead all you get is just like the punch, the punch shield bash, and there's no like, I guess for some enemies there's a finisher, right?
Yeah, there's special enemies that give you those upgrades to your health or your
Yeah, that too.
attack or whatever it was. And some like bosses, yeah, it's super rad. It's crazy.
Yeah. And then I don't we don't need to spoil things, but chapter 5, there are moments where there's a finisher and that's all I'll say. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about though.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, doing the Dark Ages is cool. The combat feels really good. The shield works great. Parry feels awesome to nail. And the shield bash, when there's a bunch of fodder enemies and you shield bash one and like 6 of them just poof into red mist, you just insta gib them. It feels great.
Yeah,
Insta gib.
it looks cool. It looks like I don't know, it looks fun. It's fun to watch. It's exciting. Lots of excitement, which is always
and-
happens in Doom somehow.
It's Doom, man. That's just
Yeah.
that's the kind of game it is. You
Just an
just feel like a
exciting game.
badass motherfucker.
It's true.
But when I streamed Doom, I was chump checked. I was knowledge checked on my Doom lore. And I didn't realize there was just so much I didn't know about Doom lore. And I'm like a big Doom fan. I love the games. Never really paid all that much attention to the lore. And suddenly there's like freaking Doom geniuses in my chat just popping off writing paragraphs and shit. And I'm like, okay, damn, professor. Friggin' school me.
Shout out to
Damn
those
Doom
people.
lore.
Ban, instant ban.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and ban those people
Yeah.
forever.
I wasn't that bad. I wasn't
No,
that
you weren't.
bad.
You weren't. There were people that
know.
were worse.
It's nice to have that little knowledge, the context behind what you're playing sometimes.
Yeah, end of the day, it was just a fun moment in the stream that I remember. So cool to learn. It's crazy how deep Doom lore goes. Very
Yeah.
deep.
I feel like a lot of games are, have that lore that you can not pay attention to and still play the game, but
Yeah.
it's that they go super deep. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like Pendulum Sweeper. I bet you don't know all the lore behind that one.
Probably not. There might be more lore. I mean, as far as I know, maybe she's not your sister. Maybe she's your wife also.
I watched a 4-hour YouTube video on Pendulum Sweeper lore.
Okay. Give me a 1-page synopsis.
No.
Quick summary.
You'll have to watch it.
Link me up, baby.
I don't want to spoil it.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil the lore.
I guess I'll just have to keep playing and maybe get into it myself.
Yeah. And so will you out
Yeah.
there download it, use code LevelBest for free diamonds.
Diamonds, yeah, in Pendulum Sweeper.
Yeah.
And when it doesn't work, email the developers of Pendulum Sweeper and ask them, why they haven't sponsored the Level Best podcast yet. The #1 podcast when it comes to glazing Pendulum Sweeper. And that's it.
Yeah.
I bought a couple games. I bought one game, downloaded a couple off Game Pass that I'm like looking forward to getting into, but haven't yet. Dredge, which I know Zombie, you've been playing lately.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I watched Zombie play
And-
Dredge too. Looks
Yeah,
cool.
I saw my wife play it a little bit and it looked really fun. So I downloaded it. Haven't played it yet though.
For all the games that I don't play, I do watch a lot of people play games.
That's cool.
So that's something I do.
Well, good. Good job.
Thanks.
Very good.
Thank you.
I also downloaded Revenge of the Savage Planet, which like looks like a fun co-op roguelite, I
Hmm.
think. Something like that. I don't know, I forget.
Who
But
is
it looked kind of fun.
Who is revenging? Is it are the people that the Savage Planet were?
I
Are-
think
are
it's
they-
probably like the explorers of the Savage Planet.
Oh, what the hell is that?
But
thing?
doesn't that look goofy as hell?
Why was that thing like
Oh.
oh, wow. Oh God.
Oh.
What?
Couch co-op. So is it only couch co-op? Because that would suck. But yeah, doesn't it
Why-
look pretty goofy?
Yeah, why
Kinda
are there so many entertain yourselves to death? Yeah, that looks crazy.
Looks silly.
There's so many dead
I'm a big
bodies.
fan of silly.
So many
Yeah,
dead
so I
bodies.
downloaded that. I'm gonna try it out. Maybe
Off
I'll let you
Game-
know how I like
Off
it.
Game Pass, free on Game
Yep,
Pass.
free on Game Pass.
Nice.
And then I got this game off Steam called Abomination.
Oh, I see what they did there.
Abomination.
I see what they did there.
It's like a Pokemon creature collector game
Oh,
slash roguelike.
because there's a creature collector thing going on right now on Steam.
Right. It was on
Yeah.
sale for like a few bucks.
Yeah, get your creature collecting sales going on right now. Oh, Bidoof.
Yeah, I just thought because like like a Nuzlocke is kind of roguelike ish, so why not just go all the way?
Yeah, why
Play
not?
a roguelike.
Yeah.
So and it looks cute. I don't know. So I bought it. It was only a few bucks. I'm gonna try it
Yeah.
out.
It's like open world Super Auto Pets.
Ooh. Sure.
You know?
I see it in the art style for sure, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't played it yet. So all I've know to compare it to is like it looks like Pokemon to me. Because it turn-based combat, little animals, creatures.
Yeah.
I don't know. But like I said, I'll try it out. I'll tell you how I like it.
Trying it. Whoa.
But by then it might not be on sale anymore. So
Crab horse. God, these animals are terrifying. That's okay. I guess they're creatures.
some of them are really cute, but some of them are ugly as hell.
That's
Let's be
Pokemon.
real.
That's Pokemon, right?
That's Pokemon.
I bet there are none that are inanimate objects. So it's probably got that going for
That'd be
it.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's all I've been doing. Is that enough? Did I do enough?
No. You need to double that list. Double it and pass it on to the next person.
Yeah, but I'd pass it to you and you would just like
Double it and pass
Drown.
it back.
no. Then I would drown.
I'm not drowning.
You would drown. If you were given an assignment to play 8 games, You wouldn't be able to do it. You
No,
wouldn't be able to do it. Straight up.
no. If I was
You got a
given,
damn child.
if I was given an assignment, I would not only do it, but I would play 2 extra.
Yeah, and they would all be on the day before the assignment is due.
So
All on the same day, one after
So?
the other. About
So?
10 minutes each, maybe.
no.
So,
No, not 10 minutes each. No.
what if
And-
you just tried Pendulum Sweeper and
Yeah.
use code level best at checkout?
Yeah, I'll do
Or
that.
when you bought your diamonds or whatever. I
Is
don't know.
Is it kind of weird to use our code?
No.
Oh, okay.
Also, not sponsored. Just like, I want to reiterate that. Not actually sponsored. It's a lie.
Yeah, that's a lie. But for Raid Shadow Legends, also not sponsored. We can't even get a
Unless
Raid
they
Shadow
pay a lot.
Legends.
In which case, that's my favorite game.
I'll give you a little bit of knowledge here to end the episode.
Okay.
I've played Raid Shadow Legends all the way through to the point where somebody else got paid for a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship.
Oh, okay.
Somebody was
So up
like,
to like level 8 or something like that?
yeah.
or-
Yeah, I was like in a stream and they were like, I'm doing the Raid Shadow Legends, blah, blah, blah. I was like, everybody does this. I was like,
I mean, man.
I've never played it. And so I was like, okay, I'll download it. I'll play it.
How long did it
And
take?
How long did it take? I played it for a few hours. So like
Did you buy anything
3 or 4
in the
hours.
game?
I did not purchase anything, no.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you got your buddy paid.
Yeah, they got paid. That's cool.
Hell yeah.
That's like I've done that twice.
Good game, bad game, scale of 1 to 10. Give it to me.
4.
4.
Yeah.
Higher than I thought.
It's I would say it's a pretty standard turn-based game. It's
Yeah.
like all of them, honestly. But the game
Okay.
doesn't run very well and the menu's confusing.
Oh, no.
So, I don't like that.
Well, hey. Fuck Raid Shadow Legends, man. Don't download it. Don't play it. Instead, play Pendulum Sweeper. Let's go. That's it for this episode of Level Best, episode 82 in the books. Come back next time for episode 83, where we'll have more fun things to talk about and good times to have. Salutations. Wait. Good. What's the nerdy way of saying goodbye?
Abomination.
Yeah?
Sure.
What language is that?
I don't know.
Just say any language.
I blanked on every country that exists.
Name a woman. Name a woman.
I can't do it.
All right, that's it. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you later. And scene.
Nice. All right, we're going to get into Game Pass in just a second, but I am dying and need more water. So I'm going to run and grab more water real quick. Do you guys want to hold down the fort?
No, we're not getting into Game Pass. We're getting into Player Pass. Because we can't.
Wait, did I say Game Pass?
You did, yeah, and we can't just stop the episode and play games, dude. I know that's what you do, but we can't do that.
I've been playing Pendulum Sweeper this whole time.
I know you have Corner Pond pulled up over here and Pendulum Sweeper here, and
Yeah. Actually, I haven't played Corner Pond in actually a while. I kind of let it go. I dropped that thing.
I played it yesterday. I actually was playing it while Toaster Arena was on.
Shameful.
I know.
Man, no wonder I was hitting you so much. You didn't even know how to dang crouch for the longest time.
I never crouch. Go get water so we can talk.
Okay, I need to get water. I'll be right back. Hang tight.
So I know he has his headphones on and he can hear me, but hey, what's up, guys? I'm Sherman Cool. I'm the real Sherman Cool.
Nice.
That's the fake Sherman Cool.
Yeah.
I've just been behind the scenes editing, in the background.
I can't
So
believe
what's
you
up,
let him
guys?
steal your identity for so long.
I was planning on just stirring up this huge controversy and then just pinning it on that
Oh,
Sherman Cool
yeah, that's a
to
good
make it
idea.
look like I was, he was the bad guy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's probably out the window now that he can hear me.
I mean, he
He
is
knows
the
how,
bad guy for stealing your identity.
yeah,
That's wild.
yeah.
You're a nice guy for letting it happen.
Mm,
I mean,
what can I say?
I wouldn't have done that. Nope. I would have sent him straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Into water bottle retrieving jail.
No, no water in my jail. Did you play Toaster Arena?
Yeah, I did play Toaster Arena.
Okay.
I did the campaign level. That's about it.
Dang.
Yeah.
What would you rate the campaign level?
Oh. I was going into it seeing the player count. And I probably shouldn't have done this, but seeing the player count, I didn't really expect much.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to me, I actually did a little bit. The enemies, the enemy AI that you fight playing the campaign level, I think are pretty cool.
Okay.
I'm sure y'all will get into it. I bet. Oh look, that's
Hello, the
Sherman
real
Cool,
Sherman Cool is back.
Fake. Fake.
No, I'm the real one.
How will we know?
I'll show you my ID.
I'll link the 4-hour YouTube video to the Sherman Cool lore in the show notes.
Yeah, it's all about zombie.
But Sherman Cool.
Yeah. But I'm the real Sherman Cool. I'm a clone. I'm a Sherman Cool clone. How about that?
Oh. Okay.
The other Sherman Cool, he's out playing Pendulum Sweeper.
Out playing game. That's how you play so many games so often. Is you're a
two of me.
clone.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
What can I say?
you can say here at Level Best.
Here at Level Best,
We love games.
we beep boop. Here at Level Best, we love playing video games.
Good job.
That's like robot, not clone, is it?
Yeah, that's a robot.
Here at Level Best, we love playing video games, man.
We do, yes.
We do. And in the spirit of that, we pick a new game every episode to play in between episodes. We come back the following episode and we have a fun discussion about that game.
Yeah.
How do we pick the game?
The Great Wheel of Games.
The Great Wheel of Games.
We spin it.
Every episode, we add 2 games to the Great Wheel of Games and we pick one. We spin the wheel and we pick one game to play in between episodes. Last episode, we spun the game Toaster Arena, a game that Tooth added to the wheel months ago.
Yeah,
Like
a long time ago.
A while back.
Yeah,
It feels like.
it was. But it wasn't so long ago, because if it was that long ago, it wouldn't have came out yet, because this game released January 20th, 2025. It's only a few months old.
So it was probably months ago, but not that many months.
But not that many months, just a couple months, few months.
Dang. Watching this trailer now, I have so much more context for what the hell's going on.
Right? The trailer doesn't look promising, but that's what we'll get into it. Anyway, this game was made by Shadowhawk, and there were a few other people. You'll see that there's some weird moment where a credit screen popped up for me, so I saw a bunch of different people. But Shadowhawk is listed as the developer, and Toaster Arena is a first-person multiplayer arena shooter where players battle it out on different maps and game modes, use advanced movement to traverse obstacles, and gain the advantage on the battlefield. This game is in early access.
Important to remember.
Important to remember as we go through. So you play as this little wolf thing, kinda, unless you customize your character to something else. Yeah.
Yeah. I ended up customizing my guy to look like a like a droid, like a Star Wars droid almost,
Yeah,
which I really liked.
it was
But
cool.
Tooth was saying that it kind of looked so different that it was hard to see me and felt harder to hit me
It
with his
was.
guns.
It was
I
sort
like
of
that even
like
more.
it was sort of like back in the day, like Halo, like you could change your character like color and you could change it to
Mhm.
like blend in with the map,
Yeah.
and that made it difficult. Your character did have like a smaller head and the movement seemed wild. Your legs were skinnier, so I felt like you had slight advantage. Just slight,
Yeah.
ever so slight.
It reminded me of playing the new Star Wars Battlefront 2, I think it was, when they
Okay.
introduced the droids,
Mm,
and they just are skinny, slim, and blend in with the environment sometimes, and they're so hard to see and
yeah.
hit. And that was the number one most frustrating thing about I think it was Battlefront 2, and I still to this day hold that against it, but also Battlefront 2, good ass game, man. But too bad it didn't. I think what monetization kind of screwed it over or something, but that was a good game.
Probably.
And that's totally off topic though. But anyway, I made my guy look like a droid,
You did.
and
Yeah.
that was awesome.
It was cool. There are a lot of customization in this game for an early access game. There's a character editor, there's a map editor. Um it was kind of cool like to see all the different stuff that was in it. Um I had I went through and customized my character early on and walked into the cool physics that the game has, and I have a clip of that moment.
Okay.
Beach party. Nice. Anyway, there was
More like Jiggle Party, am I right? Dang.
there was
Holy.
yeah. So it was called Beach Party Bikini. Nice. So that was really funny, but all jokes aside, all boobs aside, there's so many different armor choices. I like customized my character to where like my arm and one of my arms and one of my legs were like uh prosthetic,
Robot.
like robot metal
Oh, yeah.
prosthetic. But there were a lot of other options that I saw, and some of the cool things in it is that there were like little like notes underneath of things that were grayed out for Patreon supporters. And so like you could
Right.
back this game and get some like cool stuff going on. Um, and then I never got the map editor to work, but I tried anyway, and it seems like it has promise, but I just couldn't get it to work. I have a clip to show that sort of like UI that's happening because this is made in Unreal Engine. So there's some of
Yeah.
those things that can be possible. I think like Forge, you know.
I never even tried the map editor. I just think it's a cool concept, and especially if this game's in early access, it's something they can work on and make better.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that could really make this game shine is a lot of custom content. So
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, this was a little preview of that. Oh, whoa, I see something here. Tools, scale. What is resume toggle? Brr, 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 brr. How do I get? Oh, it's quit. Where do you want to go? Main menu. I don't know what I was just doing right there.
sounds about right. Yeah, that looked a little confusing.
It was, but I did read in the Steam thing that they are like going to like add several things in it and like making custom maps were like in that thing. So I like in that little write up that they had. So I wonder if like some of those elements are like in the game, but they know they're not working properly, and they're like just pushing to like fix those, like
Yeah.
as like new content comes out.
Well, one thing that is in the game, and it seemed like still unfinished, but a good proof of concept for like a proper campaign PvE type of experience in
Mhm.
Toaster Arena is the campaign level that they had in there. It's just a single level, and it seemed okay.
Okay.
I have a clip to show a couple things within the campaign level, but it's just hard to I can't show the whole thing. It would take too long, but I did kind of screw up. I ended up at some point in the campaign level there's an elevator that slowly goes down, and I was a little impatient, and I was like, let me just jump off the edge of the elevator to where the elevator lands, and I'll just see if like maybe see if there's fall damage in this game. I don't know. So I went ahead and tried it, and this is what happened. Is there fall damage? Oh shit. All right, that's cool. I'll just respawn, right? Oh. Oh. Oh, I have to restart. Okay. Big mistake. That's all right. So, if you die at all, you have to start from the very beginning.
Dang.
Which is like typical. That's fine.
Yeah.
But within the campaign level, it's not the first time I died, because I died another time after this.
How far were you?
I was messing around in the settings. I wanted to move the melee button to one of my mouse buttons, like it is in a lot of first-person shooter games. I moved the mouse, the melee button to a mouse button, and I saw another keybind called the kill bind, bound to K, and we can.
Wonder what
I don't
that
know what
does.
I was. I don't know what
Kill
I bind is K. What does that mean? Quick melee. Boom. Prone is Z. Kill button is. Oh, you just kill yourself. What the heck? How was I supposed to know? What a freaking ripoff. I'm speedrunning.
Dude, why do you keep running up and punching that like red weird looking chocobo in the back of the head?
Because that's what you do, man. That's what you do.
It's messed up.
Called an assassination.
Dang.
I don't know. But I just kept dying. What are you gonna do, man?
Did you finish it?
What are you gonna do? I did finish the campaign level. It's
Okay.
also within the campaign level. It's where I realized that you could crawl around. There's several cool things and unique things in this game.
Yeah.
And one of those unique cool things is that you can get down on all fours and crawl around pretty quick. It's basically sprinting in this game. It's like double sprinting because there's a sprint button.
Yeah.
You double tap the sprint button and you start like going crazy like a freaking wolf.
Which you're
This is what that looks like.
Yeah, you're kind of playing a wolf.
Yeah. What the hell is that? You can crawl? You can crawl around like an animal. I guess I am an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. I didn't play the campaign. I just went straight into the multiplayer, but that running movement, so cool.
Pretty
Like,
cool.
Honestly, that's a cool thing, I think.
Yeah. But one more clip from the campaign level, because I know you didn't play it, and I want to get this done. But I reached the end of the level.
Oh, cool.
At the time, I was expecting, it showed me one level, and so I figured I'll beat the level, unlock the next level perhaps. And so I got to the end of the level, and this is what happened. So okay, map ends here. Okay, is that the campaign? What the heck? That's it. It just ends. Map
You-
ends here.
So you-
No like end screen. No bringing you back to the main menu. They just
so you have
this
to
is
quit
where
out to the main
it's
menu.
over now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, wow.
Yeah. So very bare bones, very unfinished.
Yeah.
But there's a certain charm to playing a game that seems like it's this early in development, you know?
Yeah. I honestly, for me, I was like, I saw the like in the Steam when I picked this, I was like, I saw like the Steam thing, right? And I was like, oh, this looks like an unrendered like game. Like it looks like, and that's what kind of drew me to it because I was like, oh, this is cool. Like it takes out all of the things that are like kind of like busy or like unnecessary in the first person shooter like type of game and adds in like or just like focuses on the gameplay itself. And
Yeah.
I kind of think this game does that. Like it's just about shooting each other. Like
And
that's
movement.
it. And movement. All about
Movement in this game is king.
Yes, it is key.
It's key. It feels so good. I mean, there's wall running, double jumping. You get another jump after you wall run, so you can like continuously hop up walls.
Yeah.
There's the sprint, the crawling on the ground kind of sprint. There's the jump into a slide where you gain hella speed.
Yeah.
And that, I don't know, all that combined, you can get into some pretty fluid motions where you're just flying around the maps and it feels great.
Yeah, you can get like when you're playing against people, you're like watching because you're in like first person, right? But when you're watching other people, the movement is crazy. Like you look
Yeah.
wild. Like it's so sporadic, especially when you customize. Like when you went to the droid, it was crazy. It was like you were just sliding like all over the place. It was nuts.
But as the person doing that movement, it's not too hard to keep track of what you're doing and where you're going.
No, yeah.
Keep your eyes on the one target.
That's
And
why
so
I was really
yeah.
surprised on like how like I don't know, like how you don't get too turned around in the game for moving
Yeah.
so fast because you're moving like really fast. Like the whole
Yeah.
time. Like the whole beginning of it. And I have a clip that's like the first kills and death that I had in the game, and I feel like
Okay.
it kind of shows like it shows a preview into like I don't know, like your first experience into the movement of the game because I feel like it is sporadic if you're not like used to it.
And this is in like a multiplayer lobby, right?
This is the first lobby that I loaded into.
Okay. Ace? Well,
Whoa, the sniper's crazy, dog. So I didn't really know how to do all the movements yet. Like that was my first game. So when those people came sliding in and were like running across the walls, I was like, what the hell's going on? And then
Yeah.
like once you start like getting it, like and you play a couple of the levels, because there's a lot of different levels. There's like 8 different levels right now or something
Yeah,
like that.
decent
Like,
amount,
yeah,
something
there's
like
like a
that.
decent amount of levels. And I feel like all of them have like different little sort of I don't know, like
Quirks?
yeah, different quirks. Like one of them is like floor is lava and it has like a little wall that's like parkour and you can run over a lava pit.
Yeah.
Which is I think pretty cool. Like that's
And there's the one with the big orb in the middle that has a gravity field.
yeah,
And so you jump toward the orb and then you can kind of, control yourself in air. But if you go into the orb, you die. But you can
Yes.
float around it And then what you end up getting into is like you end up dogfighting the other person in
Yeah.
the air. And so you're just like floating around shooting at each other. Super cool. Like that's a neat little gimmick and for that just for that one map too, you know. So
Yeah.
it doesn't get old. You just swap maps. Yeah.
That map was super cool. I did not expect that. Like I expected the orb just to be like a, I don't know, like just a map element.
Yeah.
But it plays into like the style of the game that you need to play on that map. I feel like a lot of them are like that. Like some of them have water that you can jump into, and other ones have like the parkour walls, or like I feel like each map has a strategy that you need to use to be good on that map, or like can
Yeah.
use to be good on that
Can
map.
use.
Yeah.
For sure. Let's talk about more things that we liked. I liked that there are a lot of different kinds of game modes.
Tons of different game modes.
Tons of game modes. There was specifically one where you throw slices of cheese.
Yeah.
How silly is that? Like, and there's a lot of weapons in this game too. And one of those weapons is you chuck cheese. And in this game mode, the
Silly.
cheese is a one-shot kill. It's kind of like a slow-moving throwing knife from like Call of Duty, but it moves.
Yeah.
It feels like a little slower
Yeah.
than that.
I didn't know that that was the case. And so I have a clip called Cheese Confusion because
Okay.
you don't spawn with the cheese. Like when you first go
Right.
into the game mode, you have like this like gold hatchet, which looks sick. Looks like the weapon
like a
you want to
cheesy
use.
hatchet.
Yeah, like a cheesy hatchet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I get that person? I thought I killed that person.
You did.
Nope. A cheese sniper killed that person.
Oh.
And that dude was insane in that game mode. But then
Really?
I was like, "Oh, the cheese is the instant kill. That's the thing you want to use. I don't even
Yup.
know why you have the hatchet."
Right.
And so it was a lot of fun. And then once
Yeah.
I started getting the cheese, I was like, "Yeah, like this is a cool game mode." And I was like, that's my favorite, one of my favorite game modes. I have another clip of finally getting some cheese kills. Oh, the deadly cheese is crazy.
The deadly cheese.
Yeah. Damn.
No way. Stop.
I finally get got, but I was hitting some crazy cheese shots.
Yeah, yeah. And then later on in our session playing together, we played some more of the cheese. What is that? Did you know what that game mode's called? It's not just cheese, right?
I think it was cheese mode.
Cool.
I don't know. Yeah.
I remember because you were chasing down one of our, like the only other person in our lobby. Because like during the duration that we played this game, there were not a lot of players. We ran into maybe 6 different people that filtered in and out.
Yeah, at max.
And our lobby was the only lobby available.
Yeah, I would say like, you know, we can get more into that later, but it was like that's one of the only things that was a challenge in this game, was to finding other people to play with.
Yeah, and we had someone that was sticking around playing with us.
Solid.
You were chasing him down, trying to chuck cheese at him, and I was like, "Man, you're not even trying to 360 cheese." And so I got a clip of at least my successful 360 cheese hit.
Okay.
And it felt good, man. It felt good to 360 cheese on a fool.
But was it 360 cheese?
So you're not even trying to 360 cheese him. It was.
360 cheese?
360 cheese. Oh, I did it! I mean, I 360 and then corrected, but I did it.
Now, would you like to see a real 360 cheese?
Yeah, because right after this,
have-
you got yours.
I got my 360 cheese after you mentioned it.
I 360'd so fast in that clip. It doesn't even look like I 360'd, but I just went really fast.
Yeah, it's a fast movement. I mean, it just happens.
It's gotta be.
Oh, I did it! I did it!
Did you do it?
I did it.
That was a
was
good
nice.
360
That was good.
cheese
That
right
was
there. That was
good.
clean. But we gotta finish
Nice.
out this map. That was
Yeah.
clean.
That was clean. I liked it. The 360 cheese is cool.
Yeah.
And I there's like a opportunity to have like a lot of cool, like, I don't know, like face offs like that, or like trick shots, because there's a lot of like common game modes that you would have played as custom games in Halo 2, like shoddy
Sure.
snipers, rockets, the melee only. Like there's a lot of those like face off type modes that are
Fiesta.
Fiesta,
Random weapons.
random weapons. That makes it a lot of fun, like so much fun. And there's a lot of weapons.
There's a lot of weapons.
Yeah. It's not just cheese. A lot of weapons.
What was your other favorite game mode?
My other favorite game mode was Instagib.
Instagib, dude.
Yeah.
Hands down. It's like one in the chamber if you had unlimited bullets in your pistol.
Yes, that's exactly what it's like. The gun is called God Killer.
The God Killer, that's right.
Yeah. So I don't know. The Instant Gib was easily my favorite game mode. It was better than the cheese one.
Yeah, you and I were going at it for a minute, and you kind of had my number for a while.
Yeah.
You were just sniping me from across the map because we decided to stay on either side of this small map.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Like own that side, and so we would just like God Killer each other from the whole map away. Then we switched maps, and something switched in my brain, dude, because I started going nuts. Any person that came in, like nobody was. I was king of the castle.
Yeah,
I was king of the castle.
You were the person. I
was going crazy.
It was fun even when you weren't winning. It was like just like cool to see like the crazy shots that other people were getting. Like
That you could pull off.
yeah, that you could pull off. But all right.
This is my clip. This is I don't know. This is just
Hacking.
one of the many clips of me popping off in the Instagib game mode.
Just killing it.
Just killing it. And I had to sandbag myself a little bit because I didn't want it to just like get to 25 kills, end the level that quickly. So I'd have to fuck around a little bit. But sometimes you just got to pop off a little bit. And this is one of those moments.
Where were you? Look at that movement.
The movement in this game is so fun, dude.
Yeah. Oh. Oh God. Ugh.
Was Gav over there? Where's that Gav? I don't know. My bullets are just hitting their mark. I don't get it. I'm not this good. I was getting confused because I would just shoot the gun and it would gib the guy.
Yeah.
I would get gibbed, and I'd get surprised.
Not good.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Well, I do get gibbed.
Yeah,
a lot, and
you
that's
got
still,
gibbed.
but
Yeah, you still got gibbed.
by you.
But I felt like that was like there's a lot of games like first person shooter games where like there's a weapon or there's multiple weapons where like the shot and hit feels good. Like in Halo,
Yeah.
it's like the sniper. In Call of Duty, like I don't know, it's different for every Call of Duty, like what gun that is. But in this one, that God Killer one, like the gun flip that you do when you jump, like
I
the
have a clip
sound.
showing that gun
Uh,
that flip animation for the God Killer.
It's
Um,
cool.
one of the coolest animations for any of the guns is that sick little flip you do.
Yeah.
If you want to show the clip real quick.
Yeah.
Sick, dude. All right. So it's not just
I
in
wonder if
the
there's no.
like
Oh,
throughout
there's
each
another
map.
one.
What?
Yeah.
There's that.
That flip is cool, and then like in the Instagib mode, like it's one shot, so you flip and you shoot
Wow.
and you get that 5,000 damage, and you're like, yes.
Yeah. Now in
Yeah.
that clip, you might have noticed that I picked up a banana.
Yes.
What's the deal with the bananas, Tooth?
The bananas were so weird. And I
Yeah.
have a clip that was the banana that started it all.
Okay.
Because you're in the lobby. Like there's a lobby that you're hanging out in before the game starts. You actually have to like vote on the game mode and the map, and then the game starts. But there's a lobby with like NPCs in there and like different things you can do. But I came across a banana while I was waiting on you to come back from restarting your game. And I was
Right.
like, banana?
Just a nanner on the ground.
Just a nanner. I was so confused. I like just saw that banana and I was like, I'm immediately going searching everywhere. Like while I was waiting on
12?
you, 1 out of 12 bananas. And I was like, oh, all the bananas are in this lobby somewhere. And I was running around everywhere. I was like, there's got to be more bananas. And then finally, you came back. And I was like running around the lobby like a crazy person. I was like, I came over here
You at? Oh,
by the cars
okay.
and I looked right here.
There's a
and
banana.
There was a banana.
Found 1 banana out of 12. Oh, shoot. There's bananas.
So now I'm looking for the bananas.
It's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Oh,
You found another one. And so there was a total of 3 in the lobby.
there were 3 in the lobby. Yeah.
And then
Pretty much
we
played-
scoured.
Pretty much
Found
hiding
no
in
other
plain
ones.
sight. No,
Yeah.
we checked every single place. And then finally we discovered one on another map. And we were like, oh.
Oh, they're elsewhere. Yeah, so it turns out there was
There's-
3 in another map, 3 in another map,
Mm-hmm.
and then 3 in another map. And
Yeah.
so it seemed like they were pretty evenly spread.
Mm-hmm.
But the last 3, we just were racking our brains because we didn't remember, like, have we been to this map?
Yeah.
We kept going to the same maps over and over, and then finally we got to the last map that we hadn't been to, and we started finding more bananas, and then we ended up finding the last banana. 12 out of 12.
Every person that came into the lobby, I was just typing in the chat bananas ? And I never got anybody to say anything except one person that was like, bananas, what? And
I think what Lupa or Lupo or
Lupo, yeah.
Lapo, something like that.
Galapagos,
They said,
yeah.
"You guys looking for bananas?" And they were a Patreon supporter. They had a little emblem,
Yeah.
and I thought they were gonna be like, "I got you, bro. I know where all the bananas are." And then he said, "Are they hard to find?" And you and I were like, "No, he
you're
doesn't know
supposed
anything."
you're supposed to know where they are.
Yeah.
But we found them. We found all the bananas.
Yep, we ended up finding all of them.
Good times. Oh, banana.
What, you found it?
Yeah, it's right here.
I don't know where you are.
Last banana. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Lapu?
Lapo.
that what it was?
Lapu.
Lapu?
It's either
I don't
Lapo.
remember. It said it in the clip at the last
Yeah.
frame, but
I have a
Um,
speaking of Lapo, I have a clip that is with them because they were in our last game of the night before they left.
Right.
And this game is like interesting because like we said, like there's a low player base, and that seems to be the biggest problem with the game, in my opinion, is that
Yeah.
we were the only lobby, and once we logged off, I'm certain that there was not another lobby to play in because we kept losing people. We'd have one person join and then they'd be like, GG's, that's all for me tonight. And then another person would join, leave after a couple games. And I just kept thinking like, man, like if you had a bunch of people that were playing this game, like the team game modes, like there's some capture the flag or like capture point, like
corruption,
like there's
like a zombie game mode.
yeah, like a zombie game mode. There's tons of them, and I was like, man, like if there was just more players, like this game would be great. But the nice thing about a low player base is you make friends, and I feel like we made some friends. Like Lapo.
He ended up saying
Yeah, I had to cut it off because he said
Erm.
and then hit the K button.
Then he hit the K button. Actually, this is a
Yikes.
clip I wanted to play earlier, but I forgot. But you might remember I hit the K button in the campaign.
Yeah, I remember. Well,
and so I had
I
asked
know
you,
now.
have you pressed the K button? So this is a little clip of that moment. That's just a really special moment in Toaster Arena. Something you can only get here. Here, try pressing K. Have you pressed K yet?
Oh. I trusted you.
That's funny.
I was
I got
I
you, man.
jumped right in the air and I was like, okay, what's
Big
that
mistake.
do? Rip.
Yeah, well, look,
Bro.
you didn't know, I didn't know. Misery loves company, so I just had you join me in hell.
Yeah, and that's what happened. I would say
That's what happened.
there were some really cool things like that were like not just the K kill button, but like one of the cool things was that you could control, like if you were the lobby leader, like you were the game master. You could change the
Yeah.
map, you could change the game mode, like you could change all sorts of things in it, which was really cool. Like you could just all of a sudden say like, okay, we're like switching rounds and moving to a new thing. And I found that out and switched our map. And then this is a bonus clip because I found a cool map that I didn't know existed because you can't actually play on it. It's just like a test map. So
Oh.
I wonder if I can change maps.
Oh, cool. All right.
Sick. Okay. So,
That's it?
Cut it off. No.
Can we skip ahead? Or is that
Uh,
no, that's the end.
Dang. Well, spoiler alert, Chairman Cool runs me over.
Oh, that clip.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been a good one.
Maybe I have it.
We have.
Oh, I do. We do have
There's
it.
a different clip.
Different clip. We split it into two.
You spoiled it.
Dang. Hey, forget that I said it. Edit that out.
Please tell me we can drive these.
Stole my car.
No way. Gout test? Is that what it's called?
All the driving.
Generation test. Yeah, it's really bad. Give me boost. Give me the boost. Oh man, I can't
like the
go
wonky
straight.
animations.
Yeah, they're still working on driving.
Yeah.
Let's just
Go. What just happened?
I splatted you. Yeah, I got your ass.
That was funny, and that part of the animation was really cool because you like your body like just explodes into pieces.
It gibs. You
It
get
gibs.
gibbed.
You get gibbed. But
yeah, on my screen I didn't get a clip of that moment, but there's no collision with the vehicles. And so my car went straight through your car
and just
and
smacked me.
and just got you.
That's funny.
And so, well, I just drove right through you like you're a ghost, and then well, you were a ghost. So
I see some cool things being able to happen with that, and I think there's some things that they have in the game that will get more complex too. So the other things that are added in, I have a clip that shows the toys, which is something that pops
yeah.
up when you go to like your emote menu.
Right.
And it's kind of interesting. They don't really do anything. But
I haven't seen emotes or like toys like this in other games. Like
no.
the closest thing is like Fortnite has certain emotes
Yeah.
like Zombie bought me a fun emote in Fortnite where you're hop on a little warthog and you get to like, buggy
Go
around.
Yeah.
And that's just an emote, but nothing like what we see here.
No. Yeah, you're just like driving around a little RC car, or there's helicopters, some sort of crazy giant like spaceship thing. There's tons
Yeah.
of different toys. And I would say the closest thing that I can think of is like Lethal Company. Like it feels kind of like where you have these random objects for no reason, and some of them have animations and some of them don't.
Yeah.
But this is like different, and I can see them like adding in things like in-game mini games, like where you're racing your things around, or like I don't know,
Or you
like
could just do that yourself. That could be
yeah,
interesting.
you could make your own map where you're like going in there, and then you're like an in-game mini game kind of thing. I don't know, like it's weird, but it's cool at the same time, and I don't know why it has it, but it has it. And it's sort of like the random weapons too. There's like a bunch of different random weapons. Like the melee has like chairs, a hatchet, an award. In the
They have
guns,
the guns, they have a plasma rifle, basically
Yeah.
the one from Halo.
Yeah.
They have a crimson rifle, the one from Halo, but it's red, which I think is a thing in Halo,
Yeah.
right, Zombie? It's like the brute plasma
brute
rifle or
rifle.
something. Brute rifle, yeah. And then the sniper rifle feels good to shoot.
yeah. Sniper rifle's nice. They have a pew pew, which is
Oh,
my favorite
the
gun.
finger gun, dude.
Yeah.
There's the noise, and we got to talk about sounds and noises.
Yeah.
But let's watch
I
this.
got the clip, the pew pew.
No, stop that. Don't mute me.
No.
Oh.
I almost got you. Oh, so that was
Problem with
the finger gun.
is you don't see the bullets very well.
No, and so that's the finger gun. I think the funniest thing about it, like beyond the noise, is the peace sign reload.
Yeah,
That's really funny. But
fun animations.
that's just like a little snip like that, the gun flip, the sound, like that's just a little sneak peek of like all the stuff that's in there, because this game is like kind of a little overwhelming with all the different animations and sounds, and because it's going all the time, the whole time.
Definitely underwhelming in some ways, but
Yeah.
overwhelming in other ways.
Yeah.
And I think in a lot of the ways that matter, like movement, gun, feel. But then like there needs to be more feedback as far as like this, like hitting an enemy, getting some sort of feedback from that.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something missing that like big first person shooters get,
Yeah.
but so far so good. They're on the right track. I don't know. I'm not some game dev. I don't know tricks of the trade. But and this is something I don't have any clips for, but the music in this game,
Yeah.
pretty
Music
damn good.
is good. So there's
Yeah.
like a jukebox in the lobby. In the jukebox, you can like play whatever song. Like there's like a list of like, I don't know, like 20
20
songs.
songs or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least. And they're all sort of like kind of wildly different, but still kind of like trancey, but not like, I don't know, like all the music is like really vibey. Like the menu music was good. And
Yeah.
so that's sort of like the same vibe that you get, but the music was really cool, I think.
Yeah. I think it worked.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess if you like look up on Google or on YouTube Toaster Arena soundtrack, there's a few songs. But it's not really there's not a lot. It's probably not worth it right
Um,
now. But I say just play the game and
yeah.
try it if you're interested in hearing the songs. But real quick, before we get into the final verdict, there's I don't know, a small amount of things that I really don't like in this game.
Mm,
One big one is the bugs, because there are a lot of bugs.
yeah.
There was one moment, and I don't think I ended up getting a clip of this, but I got stuck, which I realize now what the K key is for. The kill bind,
Oh, yeah,
button.
yeah.
Because I got stuck in the environment in between where two boxes kind of touch and meet.
Yeah.
I ended up like double jumping and like landing and wedging myself in there or something, and I just couldn't move. I got stuck.
I saved
And
you.
instead of killing myself, because I wanted someone to see me being stuck there, so I just started shooting up in the air, and I was like, "Tooth, come find me, come kill me." And I don't think you I don't even think you looked at me.
No.
I think you just came up behind me, shot me in the head, and just pranced off.
Yeah, insta-gib.
And so you didn't even savor the moment of me being stuck.
No, I 360 insta-gibbed you. It went about
Dang.
my way.
The God Killer. Got to use the God Killer, to kill me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way.
Because
Kill a guy like me.
Because you're a god. God.
Little Toaster Arena droid god. I'm sure I would eat my words if I played anybody who's played that game for a little bit longer than us. So,
yeah, one of the other 50 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say like the environment does have a lot of like yeah, like problems with that. Like I think like because of the easy movement, and I also don't have a clip for this, but I found myself on the outside of some of the maps really quickly.
Yeah.
And in some of them you literally can't get back in the time allotted.
It didn't kill you?
It does. So if you have 5 seconds to get back into the map, and if you don't, you die, and you always die. Like that's just there's no way to get back in. Like it's too fast. And so there's moments like that where like the movement's really good, but there's no barriers. So
right, or there's a certain part of the map I remember specifically that I just kept landing on somehow, and it's like up a fairly short wall that you can just kind of hop up, and just over the edge of the top of that wall is just a kill zone. No countdown, no nothing. You just die. So little things like that. I mean, I don't know. It's not the most important thing because I'm not trying to like go a whole round without dying. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
But one thing I do care about is when you and I are, 1v1ing and we're just trying to have a good time. And for some reason, it doesn't work the other way around, apparently. But when you die, I get a little blip on my screen of where you spawn.
Yeah.
And it just feels like I'm cheating.
You were cheating.
And so that's something, I have a clip for that where I'm just like, there's a little blip over your head wherever you spawn, and I don't know why. And it's not fair to you or to me because I don't want that information, And I can't help but use it. It's in I see it, and it's not. You
like,
can't unsee it.
It's like playing split screen. And you get a
Yeah.
little peek over the other side, and you're like,
And I got a peek, and I kept complaining about it to you.
that's true.
But there's nothing we could do, and you couldn't see mine.
No.
That was unfair.
It was. You just kept killing me. And you were
Yeah.
like, oh, I keep seeing where you spawn. That sucks.
I keep shooting you
Blah.
in the head, and I don't
Blah.
wanna. Whenever you respawn, I can see it through the walls. There, I just saw you over here.
Really?
They come out from around the building. That's kind of lame.
Yeah.
So if you can go
that
back,
is
if you could
kinda
try to
lame.
freeze frame that moment where it occurred, I don't know if you'll be able to
There, I
catch
just
it.
saw
you over here. Oh, that's tough.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
so subtle. Right there.
It says take.
So I think this is just my theory about why this is happening. Is I think that this could be a capture the flag map or a capture point map. And this is a carryover in the code of like just some glitch that happened. And my character is like acting as like the point. And so you're able to see that for a split second, but then it goes away because it's not actually part of the game mode.
Maybe. I don't think it was just this map, from what I remember.
Yeah, I mean like that's like the game mode on the maps, and so
Yeah.
maybe you're seeing it, but I don't know. That's just a theory that I have.
I remember even in the video that plays on Steam, on the Steam page for this game, I remember seeing that notorious blue blip that pops up for like 4 frames and goes
Oh,
away. I
interesting.
saw it in that video. And so
maybe
it's been
just
around for a bit.
Yeah, maybe it's just a bug. That is sort of annoying. That's an annoying thing.
Yeah.
Especially when we're like 1v1 snipering each other.
Just trying to have a good time.
Yeah, I can't be strategic about it.
Right. I guess the only way to make it fair would be to look the other direction completely until I'm pretty sure you spawned, so I don't get that info. But then by then you're already out from around the corner anyway trying to snipe me, you know? So it's hard to not accidentally cheat.
Yeah, that's
in that
annoying.
way
That's
with this
annoying to do
bug.
that though. That
Yeah.
should just be fixed. Just patch that.
Well,
Devs.
it's early access, so they have
Yeah.
an opportunity to.
Yeah.
Which I think should bring us to our final verdict. Unless there's any final things you want to say or get off your chest or clips you want to show or anything before we get into the final verdict and move on.
Yeah, I want to just ask a general question to the developers about why can you fish in this game?
Yeah.
Like why are you able to fish? Just I just want to know. I have a clip
I
of
mean, why not though?
fishing.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? It's cool. I just want to what do my chips do? What am I going to get with my chips?
Interesting.
all the
So this is
fish.
like the pregame lobby?
It must be. I've just been fishing down by the water. I just caught a fish for the first time. Oh, this was a big one. Oh, a tiny yellowfin tuna.
Fish has escaped. Better luck. You can fish in this game. That's legit.
Once you hook
You
one,
just-
you just click.
Okay.
Yeah. But sometimes you can't click too fast.
Yeah, that's the clip I should have gotten.
So the
I
only
got the clip of the first fish I caught.
Okay. The only thing that I can like deduce from this is that there's a guy on the dock that you talk to that allows you to upgrade your fishing gun. And I'm guessing that it's like to help you with the clicks,
Yeah.
but still just how come? Why fish? What's the
I think that makes sense though. Like, why would there be fish that you can't seem to click fast enough to be able to get before the time runs out and the fish
Yeah.
gets away? If you can upgrade your fishing pole rod gun,
Yes.
then maybe that allows you to click faster, and that's the little bit of progression that you get with the fishing mini game in Toaster Arena.
And why
That's
is
fun.
why is the first one so expensive too? But yeah,
How much was it?
it's 500 chips.
Oh, you get that in like 10 fish. You're just not patient enough. You're not much of a fisherman if you don't have the patience for
I don't
500 chips.
I don't have the patience for 500 fish chips.
Fish
You listen to the
chips.
corner pond veteran over here.
That's right.
He beat the
Level
game. That's why he
15.
doesn't play it anymore.
No, I'm like not even halfway. But Corner Pond, shout out.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, we can show my clip of my first experience catching
Catch
a
your
fish.
fish. Catch your fish.
You can fish in this game. That's legit.
Once
just-
you hook one, you just click.
Okay.
Yeah. What's up, dude? Nice outfit. Let's go.
Same. Oh, keep clicking. Okay. Tiny
What'd you catch?
Tekken. Tiny Tekken. Such a little guy. He's valued at 32 chips.
Nice. I don't know what the
32
chips do.
chips. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like it though. I don't
Yeah.
mind it.
It's like a
I
cool
like
thing.
being able to fish in games.
I like the idea that it's a gun, fishing gun.
Yeah.
And then there's a map that you can go to that's a tiny island and it has little fishing holes in it.
And you can go to any map, it seems, and play the fishing game mode.
Yeah, you can switch it out in your loadout.
Yeah. That's awesome. I
That's
like
kinda
it. I
cool.
think it's just cute.
I wonder if it's like going to be like challenges in the game, like catch 3 fish before you die. Like, I don't know. Like,
Whoa, catch a fish before you get a gun.
yeah,
If that's fun.
that's,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
What's your final verdict for this game? What do you have to say?
All right. So here's the deal. This game, early access. Remember that. Also, remember, this game is free. Free 99.
Hurry.
So you just open up Steam, click, you can play it. The download isn't huge. The game runs pretty well. I think it ran pretty well. There was a couple moments like where it was a little glitchy, but there's a lot of animations in some of the menus. This game is a ultimate like play, in my opinion. It's good. It's a good game, and I specifically picked it to choose a pass game. Which is why, yeah, it's funny how that works. And I did that. I was like, this game's gonna be a pass. Like, look at it. Like, look at this game.
Look at it.
There at the time there was like 20 reviews and they were mixed, and I was like, nope, not gonna be good. But now, mostly positive, and I don't know if the player base is getting bigger. It doesn't seem like it, but it could.
Doesn't seem like
it seems like it could be a really good game, really fun game. And yeah, play. What about you?
Play. Okay. For me, I'm a little less firm of a play.
Okay.
I'm still a play. I'd say play if you're looking to pass some time and have fun with friends.
Yeah.
Again, player base isn't quite there. If you don't have any friends that are down and willing to play with you, I mean, maybe get it just to feel some of the movement, see if any randos are online, have a lobby going. I was thinking it while we were playing. I wonder if there are certain nights of the week when there's more often than not a like group of people that come and play like on a regular basis right now, because it's like a early access. Hopefully there's improvements coming and stuff. I don't know though, because if you don't have friends and you're solo and there's one other person online playing the game, I mean, maybe you'll have a good time until that person leaves and then you're alone. And
yeah,
it seems like it's just not super worth sinking any significant amount of time into if you're alone. If you have friends, get them into it, get them to buy the game, or get them to download the game rather. Again, it's free.
Yeah.
And play with people that you know in a Discord call, goof around, play with the different elements of the game. So yes, play, but with an asterisk, a friend asterisk, in my opinion. If you don't have friends, try it out, but like you're not going to stick around nearly as long as me and Tooth did, playing for 4.5 hours,
Yeah, we
just
played a long
goofing
time.
around with each other, you know?
Yeah. It was yeah, I agree. Like it's not going to be fun if you like log in and nobody's playing. But yeah, maybe we'll look into see like when like if there are certain nights of the week where the player base jumps up a little bit, and maybe we can put
Yeah.
that in the notes or something. Like make sure you play on Tuesdays cuz that's when you'll get a game.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. So, well, I think it's time that we maybe just went ahead and picked our new game.
Yeah. We need to spin the wheel.
Shall we spin the wheel?
Yeah, let's spin the wheel, I think. Is there anything we need
Let's-
to do before we spin the wheel?
Yeah, we got to add games to the wheel.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying to think of how we usually segue into the great wheel of games. I feel like we usually say it at the same time, right? Or is that not yet?
I think we try to say it at the same time, but we don't. And so I was trying to.
No, we say spin that wheel together.
Yeah.
I gave up on saying the great wheel of games together. You know what's funny is whenever I go to edit Player Pass, we're pretty spot on.
Really?
Saying spin that wheel pretty
Oh,
much at the same time.
Dang.
So I think we just got to trust ourselves.
Just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's reveal the great shit.
You caught me off guard. It's really late.
Great wheel of games.
Game. Yeah.
Yep. There
Pretty
it
good.
is.
So, what are you, Toothenheimer, adding to the Wheelenheimer?
Well, this game is a doozy. Okay.
A doozy?
A doozy.
Okay.
Release date right around the time of Toaster Arena, January 16th, 2025. Positive reviews on Steam, 20 of them. It is a point and click psychological horror game. Okay.
Ooh.
Your home security system is powered by a game. Keep it running. Stay sharp, and whatever you do, make sure he doesn't reach you.
Oh.
So it sort of like reminds me kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's, that like first one where you're like looking at the security cameras, except there's like mini games
Stage cleared.
involved.
Okay.
So it's called Stage Cleared.
Five Nights. Yeah, I get Five Nights at Freddy's vibes from what I saw.
Yeah, so it's
Interesting.
$4.99. It's been out for a few months. It's out by False Sphere Studios as the publisher. The guy in it looks freaky guy,
Yeah, some like
Slender Man vibes with a
Slender Man, Jason looking ass guy.
yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, point and click
Cool.
horror game. There it is. Ugh, get that off the screen.
I dig it.
Ah, get
Throw
away!
it on the wheel.
Ah, get it away! Get the guy away. Of nightmares.
Throw it on the wheel,
What about you? What about you?
and I'm adding my game.
What are you adding?
Death Kid.
Death Kid.
Death Kid. First of all, we need to listen to the music in this trailer.
Okay.
So if we can make that happen, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Because just listen. Just take a listen.
Should play.
It's got like a Doom, Mick Gordon kind of vibes, heavy vibes. You can mute it now. Apparently, I read one of the reviews for Death Kid, and it's made by a solo dev. Believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, and 4 user reviews. It came out over a month ago, like almost a month and a half, April 2nd.
Okay.
And it looks awesome. The art looks amazing.
Yeah.
The music it looks sick. All the animations look amazing. I don't know how this slid under the radar. Solo dev, so maybe the marketing just wasn't quite there, but it
Yeah.
seems like the quality is. And
It,
so I just have this feeling that I know it's going to be good. But I do worry about uh I don't know, maybe the longevity, or maybe there's something I don't I can't see from the preview stuff that I don't know.
it
I don't
gives
know what to
me
expect.
some of the movement gives me like Hyper Light Drifter. I don't know.
Okay.
Have you played that game?
I think I've just seen gameplay.
Yeah.
So I kind of get what you mean.
Yeah, some of the movement, like slash movement and stuff, seems really cool. I like the animations. Oh, look, he gets big. Goes Super
Yeah.
Saiyan.
Death Kid is a fast-paced arcade-inspired arena brawler with meta progression. Wipe out hordes of daunting foes, master powerful abilities, and grow stronger with each attempt. Venture deep inside a treacherous well to put the wheel of life and death back in motion and break the curse of immortality. Action roguelite. Looks good.
Yeah,
Looks fun.
I'm into it.
Throw it on the wheel.
On the
So
wheel.
with those two added to the wheel,
It's
I think you
looking
know what we
good.
got to do.
I think I do. We gotta spin
Spin
that
that
wheel.
All right, here we go. Big money, big money.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
That's crazy.
I mean, did you
Oh,
shuffle? We didn't shuffle this time,
we
did
didn't
we?
shuffle, no. That's what
I
happened.
mean, the Great Wheel of Games has been spun,
It's
and a verdict
spoken.
has come up.
Yes.
But we got to remember to shuffle. Apparently,
Yeah, we have to shuffle, otherwise it just won't pick a new game.
okay. So we'll have to add it to the checklist of things to do before we spin the wheel.
We've never
Add the
vetoed.
game. Shuffle. No, we don't veto.
We can't veto. That's not how
The
we
Great
do
Wheel
it.
of Games is our god.
It
Remember?
speaks, yeah. Unless
You
we
don't
have
veto
the
God.
unless we have the God Killer.
Hey, you went there. Okay, cool. Well, then it's
Yeah.
Oh, it's already gone. It's stage cleared.
Stage cleared.
Stage cleared. Well, I'm buying it tonight.
Play it with us.
$5. Looking forward to that one actually. It looks kind of neat.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a cool game. So
Yeah. So, viewer at home, consider buying the game, playing in between episodes. You got about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And I say that because the edited version of this will be out later. And I always feel bad because I say 2 weeks, but then by the time the edited video comes out and people might see that, there's probably about only a week left. Anyway, spend $5, buy a stage cleared, and play it in between episodes. Come back, join the discussion in the live chat, or just enjoy the discussion, or watch the discussion before you make your decision to spend your hard-earned money, and wait till we decide whether or not you should play or pass on stage cleared.
yeah.
So, right on. That was a fun episode tonight.
Yeah. I like it.
I think
I think
I
we're
don't know. I'm just gonna keep the corner of my eye locked on Toaster Arena to see if any updates come out for it, or if I gotta update it anytime. See what the update is, and I don't know. I just want to see that game thrive. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like with a big player base, I want to try some of the bigger game modes, like the team game modes.
Yeah,
So
we never had more than 5 people in the same lobby.
yeah, and it was not for the whole game most of the time. So bummer.
So yeah.
But
Anyway,
yeah, next time maybe.
in the past now.
Yeah.
Stage cleared. Episode cleared. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next episode of Player Pass. Subscribe. I mean,
Pew,
bye.
pew, 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 pew. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye. See you later.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. See you later.